Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray. The trouble with relatives is that you don't get a chance to choose them. They're a dead lumber. I've got a certain maiden aunt who shouldn't even happen to an ITV announcer. Actually, I've just found out the commercial TV mob don't have announcers, they have presentation personnel. And that's rather like calling my maiden aunt a sex kitten. But of course, HMS Troutbridge have their relatives too, and even they have to meet them once a year on Family's Day.
Come in.
Morning, Captain Povey. You wanted to see us?
Not wanted to, gentlemen. Had to. I don't invite you to my office from choice, ever.
We never come here from choice. I think I should have stayed behind.
That's a good idea, so let's go back now. I'll come with you to make sure you...
Stand fast, you two. What I have to say concerns all of you. I haven't told you before, but tomorrow is Family's Day.
Family's Day, sir? Rather short notice, isn't it? We've hardly got time to contact our relatives.
Well, you can send them telegrams. Now, we have to keep it quiet until the last moment, because Troutbridge is about the only ship in the fleet that enjoys having civilians climbing over everything and leaving sticky sweets everywhere.
Oh, we're not house-proud, you know.
I do, indeed. Last time we gave advance notice of Family's Day, yours was the only ship left in dock. All the others had vanished during the night before.
Yeah, I remember, sir. Yeah, they shot outside the 3-mile limit and wouldn't come in until all their relatives had gone home again.
Well, I don't want any of that nonsense this year. Just welcome them aboard, give them food, show them the ship, take them for a short trip, bring them back and turn them off by sunset. Please.
We'll do our little best, sir.
Well, do. Now you'd better inform your ship's company so they can send off telegrams.
Good morning. I want to send a telegram.
Greetings, sir.
Oh, and greetings to you, too. But I want to send a telegram.
The form's in front of you, Sir Francis.
Eh? Oh, yes, so it is. Now, let me see. To Cedric Phillips. Throgmorton Manor, London, Northwest. Yes. My dear Cedy, I'm sorry to trouble you at such short notice, but I've only just heard about it myself. Oh, yes, stop. Tomorrow is Family's Day, and I was wondering if you'd...
Mr. Phillips, don't think I'm pulling rank on you, but it would seem your telegram's going to take some time. Could I have a form?
Oh, certainly, sir. Here you are, there you are. Now, wondering if you could possibly pop down.
Next.
Telegram, please.
Certainly, sir. To Right Honourable St John Muddy, MP, House of Commons, family... Oh, I'm sorry, sir, we need the full address.
Oh, come now. How many Houses of Commons have you got?
I don't make the rules, sir.
Oh, very well. There you are.
Sorry, position closed. Next one up, please.
Oh, really?
I realize you're pretty busy at this time of year, but if you could possibly manage to...
Excuse Mr. Phillips, sir, you're holding up the queue. Could I have a form, please, sir?
Oh, yeah, sorry, pardon. Yeah, help yourself.
Yeah, sorry, pardon, no, tell, sir. Now, let's see, let's get this written down quick then. To Grandaddy Pertwee, Roughton House, Tottenham. Pass the word. Free grub aboard tomorrow. Love, Johnsy. That'll bring 'em. Here I say, my man.
What?
Look, send this, will you, and charge it up to Admiralty?
No, thank you, Mr. Pertwee.
Well, how about sending it reversed charges, then?
I'm afraid we can't do that. And if we could, we wouldn't do it for you, Mr. Pertwee.
Well, why not?
Because your granddaddy would steam it open, read it, and then send it back marked not known. That's why. We've had your family's fiddles before.
Oh, that's rich, that is.
Well, I can't argue with you. 3 and 3pence, please.
Hey? 3 and 3... Blimey. I could go there on a platform ticket for 2pence.
Next, please.
All right, here you are, then. Dick Turpin.
I say, Chief, pass me some more forms from that side, will you? I've used all these up.
I say, Phillips, old fruit,
Yeah?
I know I'm only the captain, but how about a chap getting a look in, eh? This queuing's no good for a chap's plates of meat, you know.
Oh, sorry, Lieutenant Commander Stanton. Did you want a form, sir?
Oh, form, chair, I don't care what it is, as long as I can sit down.
I meant a telegram form, sir.
Oh, did you really? Well, it takes all sorts, I suppose. Now then, where's the pen?
Right there, sir, in
Oh.
your hand.
Oh, yes, so it is. I say, this nib's a cracker, isn't it? My word, old boots, I reckon I could catch the big fella with this, you know.
I'm sure you could, sir. I imagine the ink is pretty good bait, too.
No, needs more salt.
Next, please.
Oh, hang on, old stamps. Here you are, then.
Now let's see. To Miss Charlotte Stanton, Trout House, Rivered.
Yes.
Family's Day tomorrow. If you must come, don't bother two old garters. Stanton.
Good man, you read that beautifully. There you are.
Excuse me, I want to
Sorry,
send,
position closed. Try the next one down.
You know, it's a game they play. That's what it is.
Next, please.
Oh, your bag. I want to send this lot.
Parcel post 3 positions down.
No, it's a telegram.
Are you having me on? I should think you've used up all our forms by now.
Now, that'll do, my man. I have numbered the pages. Now, how much is it?
Hang on. This may take some time.
Mm-hmm.
To Cedric Phillips. 21. 65. 104. Love, Leslie. Yes, that'll be £17, 4 and 6.
Oh, is that all? I thought of you... Oh. Yes, well, perhaps I could thin it down a bit.
I shouldn't think that would be too difficult, sir. Let's see. You don't need that, and you don't need that.
No, I don't need that, and I don't need that.
And you don't need this, or you don't need that.
No, and nor that or that.
And so that can go, and that, and that, and that.
Yes, and this can go?
And that, and that, and that. Lovely, sir. 3 bob exactly.
Right, now then, this way, ladies and gents, please. Now, all aboard that's coming aboard. Now, come along, please. The gin's forward and the grub's off. Welcome, one and all, and don't stab your fag-ends out on the deck charges. Look at them. It'll take a month to get the ship in order. Those that haven't got sticky sweets have got muddy boots. You'll look like a floating dust cart. I can't stand much more of this. I'm going back to my office. Where's Lieutenant Commander Stanton?
Right there, sir.
Oh, yes, so... Good grief, Stanton. What on earth are you doing with all those fishing rods?
I'm guarding them, old fruit. Last Family's Day, I lost a lot, you know. The bounders found them and used them to play billiards with donuts on the deck.
Well, a bit of surprise. Well, I'm leaving you to it. I'm going back to my office.
Oh, good man. I suppose you wouldn't like to take my rods back there with you. The little chap should be safe there.
No, I thumping well wouldn't. Put the wretched things in your cabin and entertain your guests.
All right, but they'll find them. You'll see if they don't. It'll be javelin throwing this year. The first one to chuck a rod straight up and down the funnel wins.
Wins? Wins what?
A kick in the slats if I catch the bounder.
Now, that'll do now. Well, I'm off now, but I'll come aboard again when you get back from taking them all out for a trip.
Oh, suit yourself, old Dustcart.
Henry Povey, where do you think you're going?
It's you, my love. I have to get back to my office. A pressure of clerical work. You know what it is.
I know what it is, all right. You're skedaddling off and leaving me on board without an escort.
Certainly not, my love. Look, Lieutenant Commander Stanton here will be only too pleased to act as... Well, that's odd. Where is he gone?
You leave him to me. I'll soon sort him out. And mind you're here to take me ashore tonight, or you won't get your dumplings for dinner tonight.
I'll be here, my love. Right, then. Get your lucky raffle tickets out. Now, come along, ladies and gents. Only a few left. Who wants a chance to win the ship's anchor? All proceeds to a deserving cause.
Chief,
Oh, another customer. Pick any number in the book you like, Sid.
I'll have number 1.
You can have him with pleasure. Hello, sir. It's you, sir. Having a nice time, are you?
Oh, very. How's the raffle going?
Oh, like a bomb, sir. The coffin raffle. What raffles?
One for the, deserving cause.
Oh, I think you must be under a misunderstanding.
Oh, I doubt it, Chief. If my memory serves me correctly, the one last year was for the ship's rudder in aid of the Impoverished High Llama and Prevention of Cruelty to Camels Fund.
Yes, well...
The outcome of which was a natty camel hair coat for Chief Llama Pertwee.
Yes, well, it so happened that I won.
For the 14th Family's Day running, I gather.
A pure blind coincidence.
I say, you chaps, is the captain about?
Captain, sir?
Yes, I'm his brother, Cedric Phillips. My brother Leslie is the captain.
Is he?
Must be a terrible responsibility for a sub-lieutenant.
Yes, odd, isn't it? You'd think the Admiralty would have given him promotion, wouldn't you? Go ahead, chap like Leslie. Can't keep a good man down and all that.
Oh, hello, you chaps. You're missing all the fun. One of the visitors has just started a competition.
Competition, is it?
Yes, javelin throwing. First one straight up and down the funnel wins.
Oh, I wouldn't say we've missed all the fun, Captain.
Oh, Lummy! Leslie!
Oh, lummy. Seedy.
I say, it's jolly see to good you. Goody Joll to see you too.
I haven't seen you for age-lute apses. I mean absolute ages.
My word, in all this time you haven't bitter changed.
Neither have I. Caw.
Well, we know something now, don't we, number one, sir?
What, Chief?
Being a right nit runs in the family.
Put him down. Let go, you morons. They're for fishing, not for chucking down funnels. Oh, number one, old fruit, it's got to be stopped.
What has, sir?
All this alley-oop nonsense with the chaps' fishing rods. I knew they'd find them.
Well, perhaps we'd better put to sea, sir. After all the gin and grub, that usually calms them down a bit.
Oh, good man. Oh, no, wait. My sister hasn't come aboard yet.
Oh, I suppose that wouldn't be her coming up the gangway now, sir.
Where?
The lady with the knitting bag and the fishing rods.
Rods? Fishing rods? Stop her! Turn her off! They'll have hers down the funnel if they spot him. Oh, get back, Charlotte, get back. We're besieged by vandals. Hop it, old Stace, hop it, go on.
You're too late, sir. She's got sort of mixed up with the Pertwees now, sir.
Oh, dear. That means the knitting bag will go down the funnel as well.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, sir, I don't think you've met the family before, sir. Most of them are here, sir.
Yes, so I gathered. How do you do?
How do you do?
What, Chip?
How do?
Hello.
Afternoon.
Pleased to meet you.
Charmed in that one?
Me too, I'm sure.
I do.
Here we go again.
Good luck, mate.
My pleasure, I'm sure.
I do.
Is that the lot?
Hardly, sir. No. There's another dozen or two scattered about the ship somewhere.
Lummy, the word went round all right, didn't it?
Excuse me. I'm so sorry, old fruit. I seem to have caught my rods in your what? Pardon me, old socks. Has anyone seen the captain?
Oh, rather, dozens of times.
You're the captain's sister, I believe.
Yes, Charlotte's the name. Do you fish at all?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You haven't lived, old tank. Where's Archie?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. Trying to get his rods back out of the funnel, I expect.
How odd. He'll never catch anything down there.
He never catches anything anywhere.
Come along, please. Ladies and gents, please. Get your lucky raffle tickets out. Only a bob each. Now's your chance to win the ship's bell. Elegant for the front door, or can be used in you. A quick clang-a-clang-a-clang fetches your butler from his pantry like 1 o'clock. Get your lucky raffle tickets out.
Mr. Phillips, I think we'd better put to sea before we lose all the furniture and fittings.
What a good idea, sir. I bought more tickets than I can afford now.
Yeah, you would.
What bothers me is, sir, supposing I win the ship's anchor, how am I going to get it home?
Well, I imagine the draw for that one's over by now.
Oh, really, sir? Who won it?
CPO Pertwee, of course. And he's no doubt graciously given it back to the ship, but stuck to the proceeds.
Cool. I just can't think of the chief as an impoverished High Lama. A left hand, just the tiniest fraction down a bit.
Left hand, just the tiniest fraction down a bit it is, sir.
For all the good it'll do. Yes, you've really gone a bundle this time, haven't you, Mr. Phillips?
Well, I don't see why, sir. I'm only lost. I mean, that's happened before.
Oh, it has, indeed. but not with goodness knows how many civilian passengers aboard.
I don't think that matters, sir. They haven't paid any fares.
I know, they haven't. Here, now, come on, miss that lot. Yeah, permission to leave the bridge, sir?
No, Chief. We're in enough trouble without having you going round with old bus tickets shouting, "Fares, please!"
Of course.
And while we're about it, you'd better get on with the farce of holding the drawer for the genuine naval binoculars.
Oh, I held that a few minutes ago, sir. I'm afraid I won them, too.
Yes, I know you did. From me. And I want them back. Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir. Unless I'm very much mistaken, and I hope I am, there's a dirty great mine bobbing about out here.
A mine?
Abandoned ship! Out the road, lads! Salvage Pertwee!
Stop that at once, Chief. Phillips, take avoiding action. Quick.
Oh, right, sir. Chief, left hand right up and down a bit.
Left hand right up and down.
Yeah, back a bit up to the top and down again.
Back a bit up the top, down again, sir.
Over a bit, full ahead both.
Over a bit, pull ahead, both.
Spurs down.
Spurs down.
Steady at that.
Steady, that's it.
Change down.
Change down.
Yeah, no, mind your head. Whoa!
Whoa! We've hit it! Stretch of banners!
Of course we haven't hit it, Mr. Phillips, you steaming great buffoon. We're aground. You've hit a sandbank.
Oh, so I have. I say, I found land at last. A bully for Leslie.
Never mind, bully for Leslie, sir. Where's that flaming mine?
I'm not sure. If I could borrow my binoculars for a moment, Chief.
Oh, certainly, sir. You are the lucky winner, sir.
Now, let's see. Oh, brilliant. It's not a mine at all.
Not a mine, sir?
No, it's a buoy, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, congratulations, sir. Oh, that kind of boy.
It's marking the sandbank we're stuck on.
Good, lummy, stuck on. My goodness. Wait until I've had a word with Goldstein about this.
Yeah, well, don't be too hard on our Welsh goat, sir. I mean, after all, it's an understandable mistake, sir.
Understandable, Chief?
Yes, well, not to put too fine a point on it, sir, I've sort of raffled Goldstein's binoculars as well, sir.
Lummy. Surely you could have seen it anyway. I mean, we must have been pretty close.
Yes, well, that was lucky raffle number 25, sir.
What was?
Goldstein's bifocal glasses. There's still a few tickets left if you gentlemen would like to buy a couple.
No, we would not like to. I'll deal with you later. At the moment, I better address the passengers before they start panicking.
I say, what was that?
That was the passengers in the door at the bridge, sir. Panicking.
Ladies and gentlemen, no, quiet, please. Ladies and, steady now. If I might just, ladies and...
All right, sir, allow me, sir.
Fascinating. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for this slight mishap. I can assure you there's nothing to worry about. We're merely stuck on a sandbank for a little while.
I don't believe a word of it. I know what's been going on. It's all a plan. Henry Povey's behind this. Get the little woman trapped out here so he can go boozing with his low friends. You can't fool me.
No, we wouldn't dare try.
Oh, well, waste not, want not, old socks. We may as well get our rods out, Archie.
You speak for yourself, old Dripping. I've been trying to get my rods out of that confounded funnel since we sailed. Look at me, I'm covered in soot.
Right then, my ladies and gents. Now then, as we have a little time to spare. Who wants a few tickets for the new raffle? Now come along, please. This way to win a lucky mine. Who wants 2 tons of explodable for a bob?
Where are they? Where on earth have the fools got to this time? The entire home fleet have been searching for the idiots all night.
Well, I expect they're neatly aground somewhere, sir.
And I don't doubt it.
There is a certain compensation over their failure to return, isn't there? Mrs. Povey is out there with them.
Oh, yes. Yes, there is that. Oh, my word. You wouldn't believe the relief to have the whole evening without... That's got nothing to do with it at all.
Oh, I thought it must have done. Hello, this is Captain...
Never mind who that is. This is the Admiral. Get me Captain Povey's office, will you?
But this is Captain Povey's office here, sir.
Captain Povey's office beer? First I knew he'd ever been on it. Thought the old fool drank cocoa or some such muck.
It's the Admiral, sir, for you.
Yes, that was what I was afraid of. Now, hello, sir. Captain Povey speaking.
Then oil yourself.
Oil, but... I said speaking, sir, not squeaking.
Oh, I'll do. Shut up, Povey, and let a chap get a word in, can't you? Is Troutbridge back yet?
No, sir, I'm afraid she isn't, and we've no idea where she's got to.
Haven't you? Well, I have. There's been a signal picked up by some lighthouse or other. She's been stuck on a sandbank, but she's on her way back now.
I might have known it'd be something like that.
Well, call the sea search off, Povey. Oh, and when they get back, ask them to contact this lighthouse chappie, will you? He wants to know.
No, what, sir?
If he's won, they flogged him a raffle ticket for a knitting bag.
No problem. I'll get down to the dockyard immediately, sir, and see if there's any sign of them. Mr. Phillips, you're leaning on it again.
Oh, sorry, pardon.
Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir. In case you hadn't noticed, we're almost in dock, sir. And if you're not thinking of slowing down soon, I want to give fair warning that I'm jumping off now. Once I get a chance.
Oh, I take it you've got your glasses back, Goldstein.
No, not mine, sir. But I won a pair just like him in a raffle.
Anything important, sir?
Oh, hardly. Just that if you don't do something about it, we'll be doing about 30 up Gosport High Street in a minute.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, sir. Frigates haven't got wheels, so how could we put... Oh! Lummy, I see what you mean. Full ahead both.
Full ahead both, yes.
No, come back. Come back, I said.
Right, sir.
Come back.
I'll come back.
No, full sideways of both.
Full sideways of both it is. No, it can't possibly be, sir.
Oh, pity.
In here, Charlotte, old stocking tops. This is where it all happens, you know.
Yeah, you can say that again.
All right for me to butt in, old sport. I used to be a Wren, you know, but never went to sea.
And to see what?
Take no notice. One gets used to it.
Look, I don't want to be difficult, but the dock's looming, sir. Looming audibly close, sir.
By Jove, so it is. Fascinating, isn't it? To think of all the hundreds of sailors over the hundreds of years who've seen these docks from out here and realize they are almost home.
Look, Mr. Phillips said if we don't slow down, those particular sailors are going to be home and dry, sir. We'll be on land.
What? Oh, help. No, now. Ah, yes, no. Try tread.
Tread?
Tread water, yes.
Tread water, but
yes. Ring the gasworks. Tell them to breathe in, or we'll bash them.
Mr. Phillips!
Oh, what? Oh, Lummy. Stop engines.
Stop engines, sir.
Just a teensy-weensy bit too late.
Yeah, just a bit, sir. I didn't even have time to shout everybody down.
I say, that's caused it, hasn't it? When I was in the Wrens, I was in the office that copped all the paperwork from a panic like this. Tons of the stuff flying about for weeks. The paper costs more than the repair, usually.
Look, with due respect, madam, I wish you'd stop enjoying this so much.
Oh, sorry, old fruit. I know who'd be enjoying it more. The officer I worked for. He used to laugh like a drain when all the files started pouring in. Sometimes he'd switch them around just for a giggle. Anything for a laugh. He was up to all the dodges, that one.
Oh, it sounds enchanting. What was his name?
Name? Oh, let me think, Boots. I've got it. Povey. Sub-Lieutenant Povey.
Lummy.
Good gracious.
Cool.
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing much. Just that time hasn't half taken its toll.
Yes, as we're about to find out, he's aboard already. Before I deal with the slight matter of wrecking this dock, will you kindly explain to my wife that I did not instruct you to stay at sea?
Stop priming him, Henry. I want the truth, and I intend to get it from these officers, not from any of the boozy layabouts who were doing knees up Mother Brownwood last night.
Knees up, Mother? I wouldn't dream.
Silence! Don't snap at me just because you've been off the leash for one night.
But my love,
Cease, Henry! If you think you're going to get your dumplings for dinner tonight, you've got another think coming.
Number one, will you please explain?
Well, sir, you know, I think I'd rather discuss this slight error in docking first. We'd like to know just what action you were thinking of taking before I...
All right. An unfortunate time. I saw the whole unavoidable accident happen myself. Will that do?
Well, hardly, sir. As you were on the dock, you must have seen it was entirely our fault.
Mr. Phillips!
What? Sorry, pardon. I was just going to say...
Curly!
No, that's not what I was going to say at all. Who?
Curly! I hardly have known you.
Madam, I'm sure I've never had the...
Henry Povey, who is this person? What's been going on?
I say, you've done well for yourself, haven't you, old cough drop? Captain, eh? Remember the old days in the bicycle sheds behind the nappy?
Bicycle sheds? Henry Povey.
Oh, no, I can explain my love. It was years ago.
A likely story. I can see it all now. Had me marooned out there so you could start snogging with one of your old flames.
No, my love, she was on board. Besides, I've never slogged in my life.
Oh, come off it, old boots. We weren't out in those bicycle sheds mending punctures.
Excuse me, permission to leave the bridge, number one, sir. I've had rather a sheltered upbringing, and this is no place for a lad like myself.
Not so fast, not so fast. I want a word with you, Pertwee.
Mater? Well, I'm a bit pressed for chuntering at the moment, sir. I'll see you later.
I want a word with you on the subject of raffles.
Stop trying to change the subject, Henry. Who is this elderly lady?
Oh, hard old part. Fair's fair. You'd hardly likely to see 40 again.
40? I'll have you know I'm 39.
Ah, 39. Yes, that's it. That's the lucky winner. The lucky winner. Congratulations, Mrs. P.
Winner what?
You're the winner. We've just had the draw, and ticket number 39 wins.
Wins what?
Wins what? What wins? Yeah, well, wins what? What does number 39 win? Yes, I know. A magnificent set of fishing rods. They're a bit sooty, but otherwise they're all right.
Good grief, Ramona, my love. Do you mean you've entered this wretched raffle? But it's illegal. I'll be ruined if it comes out.
Oh, I think you can rely on the chief keeping quiet about it, Curly.
But I didn't enter any raffle.
This way out, please. The family's day is over. All the shore that's going ashore, and you all are. Follow the blue light, ladies and gents, please. Get your lucky souvenirs at the gangplank. Everyone, a gay little novelty of a seafarer's life. Who wants a load of bollards for the ball? Come along now.
And that was John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number one, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Mrs. Povey was Heather Chasen, and Lieutenant Bates was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee. They say that it's cheaper by rail, and a neighbor of mine has proved for himself that it is. Mind you, he happens to be an engine driver. But for Sir Willoughby Todhunter Brown and his wife, it's cheaper by sea. No matter where they are sent, the local inhabitants always seem to chuck them out again, and Admiralty has to rapidly send a ship to fetch them. Troutbridge has just rescued them once more, and this time they're heading for Falmouth.
Mr. Phillips, what do you think you're sounding that thing for? Are you trying to get a note so that you can sing us a little tune?
Oh, not exactly, sir, but I will if you like. La, 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 roses are blooming in Piccadilly.
I don't know where the blooming roses are, sir.
If you're going to sing, I wish you were with them.
They're in Picardy, actually.
Picardy?
Yes.
Where's that, sir?
It's the road that runs into Piccadilly Circus, Chief.
Oh, Lord. Now, sometimes I wish I'd joined the army.
Sometimes so do we. Well, sir, we should sight Falmouth any time now.
I doubt it, Mr. Phillips. You evidently didn't notice, but we passed it about an hour ago.
Well, why didn't somebody tell me? That's where we're supposed to dump Sir Wallaby Hunter Town body. I mean, Sir Bunter Brown Hillbilly.
Mr. Phillips, why is it you can never remember how to pronounce a simple name like Sir Tiddly Hot Hunter Brute? Sir Hiddly Tiddly Brown Jod Purr.
Allow me, gents. Yeah. The name is Sir Willoughby Todd Hunter Brown.
Thank you, Chief, very much. I'm glad you didn't join the army after all.
Why, I thought we might be on the safe side and dump them in Falmouth at night.
Oh, I see. You let me pass Falmouth deliberately so that we could chug up here for a bit and then go back again when it's dark.
Well thunk, sir.
Excuse me, you chaps. Can the wife and I have a word with you?
Certainly, sir.
Willoughby Todd Hunter Brown. Nobody can ever pronounce it properly. I have been known to experience a little difficulty with it myself every now and then.
Yes, we had noticed.
Oh, look here, I hope you chaps won't think we're interfering or anything like that, but I could have sworn we passed Falmouth some time back.
I can pinpoint the time exactly. It was 4 large gins and a rather dodgy cocktail again.
That's right. We are playing safe and not landing you until it gets dark. Roses are blooming.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips. We'll let you know.
What Mr. Phillips was trying to say, Sir Willoughby, sir, was that we steamed past and have just turned about again so that he can catch the right time.
Oh, I see.
Yes, very hot on his navigation rules is Mr. Phillips, Sir W.C. Yes. Why, he's even known throughout the Navy as the right tide man.
Is he really? Well, jolly glad you cleared up the mystery for me.
So am I. Now we can get back to the wardroom.
Now, isn't it odd? I mean, they're such a charming couple. I wonder why it is they're always getting slung out of everywhere. And doesn't anybody know what it is they do?
Yes, hundreds of people know, all right, sir. But whenever they're asked what it is, they always reply, we'd rather not say.
What was that?
Oh, hang on a minute, sir, and I'll tell you. La, la, la. Yes, it's F sharp, sir.
Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir. This lot'll get the chief going, sir.
What, Will Goldstein? What is it?
Coast Guard cutter approaching, sir.
Did you say Coast Guard?
Help! Not guilty here! Now, look here, Pertwee's got nothing to declare, and I've got 14 witnesses to prove the stuff was planted on me in the first place.
What's all the panic about, Chief? We haven't been abroad this time.
Eh? Oh, no. No, we haven't, have we? Whew. Oh, the relief will be. I thought their lordships were going to have a non-commissioned vacancy.
Ahoy there! This is Her Majesty's Customs and Excise Patrol. I'm coming aboard.
Stop engines, Chief.
Well, I'd rather ring full ahead both, sir.
That'll do, Chief. You stop engines at once, and I'll go and receive our unexpected visitor.
Aye, if you insist, aye, sir.
Excuse me, sir. We're safely tied up in Falmouth.
Are we? Well, life is full of little surprises, isn't it?
It certainly is. I've completed my search and this ship is clear.
Splendid. Now we can land our passengers. What exactly made you search us anyway?
Oh, just routine, old man, just routine. We checked with Admiralty and found you had a chap named Pertwee on board.
Oh, I see. I take it you know the family.
Well, not all of them, no. Nobody does. Still, we've copped most of them at it with the watches at one time or another.
Well, you didn't catch our chief with the one he flogged to me after we...
Mr. Phillips! Isn't it time you attended to your duties?
No, sir, no, sir, I don't think so, no. Not according to the time of my watch, no, the one I was telling you about, you know. Of course, the chief said that the duty had been paid, but I didn't believe it for a... Oh.
Yes, well, don't let me keep you any longer, gentlemen. If you'll just hand over that watch of yours, I'll be on my way.
Oh, lummy.
You'll be hearing from us in due course about the fine, old man. Good night.
Well, honestly, what do you make of that, sir?
Well, I'd say it was a do-it-on-yourself kit, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, do come on, Amelia.
I'm just coming, Willem.
Well, you chaps, has the customs waller gone?
Oh, yes, he's gone all right. And so is Leslie's TikTok.
Excuse me, number one, sir.
Yes, certainly, Chief. Off you go.
Thank you very much. No, sir. Look, I've only just got here, sir.
Stop being such a fidget.
I'm not being a fidget, sir. I was about to say that the gangway's out, sir, and it's a wobbly tiddly shuntily. No. It's a bubbly shuttly...
Sir Willoughby Todd Hunter Brown.
Much obliged, sir. Well, he and his lady wife can go ashore whenever they like.
Oh, good man.
Now, don't forget your official speech on our departure, Willem.
What, dear? Oh, yes. Oh, Lord, I was
Well,
forgetting.
this is hardly a formal occasion, sir, so I should scrub round it.
Scrubbed round me, chat? That'd be shocking bad form. Now then, you chaps ready?
Yeah, one moment, sir. Ship's company! Ship's company! Ha! Carry on, speech will be fine, Sir W, sir.
Thank you. Now, off we go then. My Lord Mayor and ladies of the Knitting Guild. Never have I No, that can't be right. Here we are, yes. Officers and men of Troutbridge. That's your lot, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir, yes.
Oh, jolly civil of you. Officers and men of the Knitting Guild. Never have I had such a delightful, and on this sad note, which I can assure you goes for my wife as well, let us not forget, for it is on the cornerstones such as one only reads about, that the industry relies in no small items can be overlooked. So, fly a flag, for who knows? And this goes for my dear wife as well. Too much has already been said on this matter, which need not concern us today. But look around you, dig deeply in your pockets, and come up smiling. If we are to have this pavilion ready for the season. Which reminds me of a story I once heard. And that goes for my dear wife as well. For in this there is a lesson for us all. Send no money now, for this is me lot. We've got to find our digs. Good night. Oh, do come away from that window, Amelia, and we'll never get to bed.
I was just taking a last lingering look at the lovely view. What a jolly little sing-song that was. Roses are blooming in... Where were they blooming, were they?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody's garden, I suppose.
Roses are blooming in somebody's garden, I suppose. No, I don't think that's quite right.
Oh, do stop waffling, Amelia, dear. And come here. Come and look at this.
Look at what, dear?
Out there. Out to sea. There's a sort of glowing ship. It's most odd.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You mean that eerie light on the water?
Yes, that's it.
It must be a ghost ship. I shall ring up Admiralty and complain about it in the morning.
Oh, you can't do that. You know what it'll be. They'll start phoning round all over the country trying to trace us.
I don't care. We're supposed to be on holiday in Falmouth, and I'm not going to be kept awake by eerie lights on the water. I shall telephone first thing in the morning. Captain Povey's office.
This is intelligence speaking. And if you say it couldn't be, I'll get nasty.
Thank Thank you for the warning. Well, what is it this time?
Commander Bracewell wants a word with Captain Povey.
One moment, please.
Captain Povey here.
Oh, creeping ivy. I never learn, do I? Oh, well, I shall just have to use the other ear now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now then, what's the trouble this time?
Haven't the foggiest, old man. It's your pigeon.
Oh, that makes a nice change.
Yes, doesn't it, though? We've got a proper panic going on up here. It seems Lady Todhunter Brown phoned up and reported seeing a ghost ship off Falmouth.
A ghost ship?
Yes, the ticket. She wants it moved. Wants us to make it a naval exercise. What? Anyway, sort it out, will you?
Sort it out? Sort out what?
I say, you are a proper old dunderhead this morning. Now, look here. Lady Todhunter Brown has reported what she calls an eerie light. Out to sea off Falmouth. Her old pot and pan reckons it's haunted ship. Customs reckons it's smugglers signaling.
What do you reckon it is?
I reckon it's your pigeon.
Thanks very much.
It's a pleasure. Tell you what, Troutbridge is still at Plymouth, isn't she?
She is. I've spent the entire morning trying to find out why they docked there last night instead of getting back here.
What is the answer?
Sub-Lieutenant Phillips. When they docked there, he thought they were here.
Just as well, eh? Well, they can nip back to Falmouth tonight and see if there's any sign of this ship.
Oh, very well. It won't do the slightest bit of good, but I'll send them.
That's the spirit bags of gloom and despondency, what? Keep in touch, Perry, won't you? Totally fine, Welcome aboard, Mr. Phillips. So, have you had a jolly morning sightseeing?
Oh, absolutely first class, Chief. It's a wonderful old seaport, Plymouth.
Yes. Did you have a stroll on the Ouse?
Yes, and, there's one thing I don't understand.
Only one, Mr. Phillips?
Oh, hello, sir. Yes, I've just been up on the Hoe, and what beats me is how Sir Francis Drake did it.
Did what, sir?
Well, play bowls on the tarmac.
Course told me it wasn't tarmac in Sir Francis's day, sir. The road was up then. Last time I was there, though, I had a butcher's at Drake Island.
Oh, yes, I read about that. Isn't that the place where they kept all the Spanish prisoners?
Yeah, well, some of them. They say that if the wind's right, you can still smell the onions.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's right, sir. Yes. That's where they learnt to ride them bicycles of theirs, you know, sir. Oh, yeah, they used to have races all round the island with their onions hanging over the handlebars of the penny farthing.
Oh, nasty. I mean, supposing they got them caught in spokes. I mean, it could have meant that oh, jolly funny, you know. You were having me on, weren't you?
What I said?
Yes. In Drake's time, they hadn't been invented.
Well, penny farthings?
No, onions.
Excuse me, sir, but I think Lieutenant Bates is looking for you.
Oh, so he is. You want me, Mr. Bates?
Oh, yes, I've been looking for you everywhere.
What's the trouble?
Well, I've been giving the chaps a hand setting up the lines for the ship-to-land phone, and just as I was putting the final touches to the Floggle tumble, I got rather a big shock.
Oh, how many volts?
I picked up the phone to test it, and old Thunderguts was on the other end, and he wants you, Mr. Murray.
Yeah, he would. Where's the phone?
Just here in your cabin. Oh, by the way, if he asks you who was the nit who asked him to say Mary had a little lamb and count up to 10, I'd be rather grateful if you'd say it to the post office engineer.
Oh, dear. Did you get him to do it?
Yes, 14 times. Then I twigged it was him.
Oh, well, I better not keep him waiting any longer. Hello? Is that you, Mary?
What?
I mean, number one here, sir.
At last. I've been on this blasted phone for hours. Some idiot has had me reciting nursery rhymes most of the time.
Oh, dear.
You may well say, oh, dear. While I was doing it, the CNC put his head round my door and heard me repeating, Mary had a little lamb. Probably thinks I've got stark staring mad.
It must be one of their post office engineers, sir.
I know exactly who it was, and I'll deal with that matter some other time. But for now, you're to sail back to Falmouth at once.
Good gracious, have the Todd Hunter Browns been slung out of there already?
Certainly not, although it's probably only a matter of time. However, Lady Tiddly Waddleby Diddleby...
Sir's wife.
Precisely, yes. Well, she reported seeing a ghost ship. Now, you're to sail there at once and investigate the thing and find out what it is.
In the nicest possible way, sir. Has anyone else seen it?
I know what you mean, and yes, they have. Several of the local people have also rung up and reported it. Now, I want you to go...
Hello? Hello? Mr. Bates, there's something wrong with this line. Hello? Captain Povey, are you there?
Bong ho to you also. This is Captain Gaffer Governor Horatio Jutland Symington Pumphandle III.
It's who?
I am the top hole resounding big boss in charge of Britannia and fine and magnificent tatty-out liner, the Empress of Coconuts. Bound, I may say, for New York. For what fine and truly splendid reason are you giving us the old ting-a-ling on the blower?
Hello, number one. What's going on?
I haven't the faintest idea, sir.
Oh, bung-ho! As this truly splendid and magnificent ship-to-shore phone line seems to be in an incredibly fine old state of muddle, will somebody please do a remarkably chivalrous and rapid bunk-off?
Mr. Bates, what have you done?
I should have tested the Floggle toggle first.
Somebody had tested something.
Oh, testing, by all means, yes. Mary had a little lamb. When all but he had fled. The banner with the strange device, 1, 2, 3, 4, bung-ho.
Hello. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm going to ring off. Sail to Falmouth at once, do you hear?
Yeah, very good, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bung-ho from me also.
Hello? Hello? Well, there's nothing for it. We'll just have to sail back to Falmouth.
We're doomed. That's what we are. We're all doomed. Doomed. Pertwee's going to get nobbled by a seagoing spook.
Pertwee's going to get nobbled by number one if he doesn't stop that.
Don't be too hard on him, sir. To tell you the truth, I'm not that keen on getting to Falmouth myself.
I had noticed. Every time I leave the bridge, you have us halfway back to Plymouth.
Just slight errors in navigation, sir. Coupled with the fact that Leslie doesn't want to get nobbled by a seagoing spook either.
Bridge number one here.
Starboard lookout here, sir. And when I tell you we're on station, I'd like to make it quite clear that I'd far rather we weren't.
Now, look here, Goldstein. I've had all I
Mark
want.
my word, sir. No good ever came of tampering with the unknown. Leave well alone, I say. What's a bit of haunting between friends?
Goldstein, I'm not...
Look what happened to my Aunt Morpeth and all those supernatural siestas she used to hold in her back parlour. Proper caused it, they did. Called up the spirit, she did. And the next morning, my Uncle Di had vanished.
Vanished? You mean the spirits had taken him?
Well, not exactly, sir, no. We thought they had, but then we found him with a very odd bit of stuff in Nottingham.
Oh, well, cheer up, Goldstein. If this is a ghost ship, perhaps we shall all end up with a hot bit of stuff in Nottingham.
No, thanks, sir. That was 40 years ago, and she was 52 then.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, again. Greetings from Britannia's truly fine and magnificent tatty-out liner Empress of Coconuts. For what truly fine and much appreciated reason are you once again for the second time doubly giving us this jolly old ting-a-ling, huh?
Mr. Phillips, find Mr. Bates at once and tell him to sort this confounded radio out, will you? I keep talking to a liner in mid-Atlantic.
A liner? A liner? Perhaps it's the ghost ship.
Will you two stop frightening the life out of each other? For goodness sake, stop engines or we'll be off station again.
Who wants to be on it?
Chief, stop engines.
Stop engines it is.
Dark, isn't it, sir?
Very.
Well, if there is a ghost ship, we ought to see it pretty easily.
Yes, very easily.
Pom, pom, pom. Oh, roses are blooming.
Mr. Phillips.
Oh, sorry, pardon. I wonder when this ghost ship is supposed to turn up.
Well, any time now, I imagine.
Yes.
Mr. Phillips, Didn't I ask you to see Bates about this wireless?
Yes, sir, but I thought if there was a ghost ship, I ought to be here.
Odd. You wouldn't be afraid of walking alone in the dark by any chance?
Petrified, but I'm not going to... Oh, no. No, sir, of course not.
Good. Any time now?
Any time now, sir.
Right, well... if that's all then, sir, I think I'll just borrow one of the sea boats and pop ashore for a bit. And if I row like fun, I might be just in time for a quick...
Stay where you are, Chief.
Well, I'd rather not, sir, if you don't mind. Thanks all the same. It's nice of you to invite me, but I'd rather...
Belt up!
What'd you say, sir? Belt up? Well, there's a flaming liberty. Taking Pertwee's verbosities out of his own cake-ool.
That'll do, Chief.
It will indeed, sir. Look out there, sir. To starboard. There's an airy light on the water.
Well, good gracious. What on earth is it? It's the ghost. Ah! Abandoned ship! Last one over the sides of custard!
Bridge, number 1 here.
Starboard lookout here, sir.
Oh, we've seen the ghost ship, Goldstein.
Well, then good luck, because I haven't. I can see Falmouth and some more.
Well, that means you're looking astern.
I know, and that's the way I'm going to go on looking. Thank you very much.
Goldstein, you look foreign at once.
No, thank you, sir. Not unless I can put my hands over my eyes. Mark my words, no good will come of dabbling with the unknown.
Well, we'll see about that. I'm going to put a shell through it.
Suit yourself, sir. I shan't see a thing, and I don't want to hear about it either.
Hello.
Bungho's around again also. For what truly fine and all-fired splendid reason are you?
I wish I knew what Bates had done. I'm still getting Captain Gaffer Governor Horatio Jutland Symington pump handle.
The third, sir.
Yes, well, never mind him for a minute. Open fire on that thing out there, whatever it is. We'll soon see if it's a ghost or not.
Fire one, Chief.
Forward it is, sir. It's still there, sir.
Not surprised. You missed it by a mile. Try again.
Yeah, fire 2, Chief.
Fire 2, sir. Not bad, sir. Not bad at all. Nice shooting. If you want to do it, the Falmouth Gas Works, that is.
Don't you worry. I'll put the next one straight through that thing, whatever it is.
Ah, don't bother, Mr. Phillips. I think I know what it is now.
Stone me, I think I do and all. Yeah, that's the U-turn of Uncle Ebenezer's tug.
Are you sure, Chief? It could be that the spook spoke. I mean, the speak spike spoke spook.
Let it out!
Thanks.
Well, we'll soon know who it is now. The ghost ship is coming alongside.
Cease fire! I surrender! I've got my hands up!
Nanky! Nanky, you old fool! It's our seat. What are you doing out here? All of a glue.
I've been done up, Johnsy.
Done up? Who by?
A rival gang of layabouts. We was all smuggling the watches from France, and last time I was in Calais picking up a load, the jealous rotten beast painted me tug with luminous paint, so the customs rozzers could spot me. I've been chugging up and down here for 3 days and 3 nights. Auntie'll sue for divorce.
If you're lucky.
I love these family reunions, don't you?
Very touching.
Tell me. You know what that was? That was the Coast Guards. Here, Nanky! Belt off, you old fool! You're down to the gunnels in watches. You get nicked.
What? I could spit. Yeah, more coal. More coal. Keep on. Keep on. Keep on. Get away, you robbers.
Stop engines, old man. We know you're a Pertwee.
I say, look at them go. It's like watching a race from the grandstand at Ascot.
Yeah, well, my money's on the Coast Guard.
Well, mine isn't. You know what he'll do? He'll wait until they're going flat out, then he'll stop dead, and he'll pelt them with watches and clocks as they pass.
Well, now, I suppose we may as well get back. There doesn't seem to be anything else now.
No, sir, although what Captain Povey will say when we tell him his ghost ship will...
What was that?
Well, I don't know, sir, but it was perishing close, wasn't it? Look out! It's a liner, sir, coming straight in.
Bang ho! Greetings from Badaniland's truly fine and magnificent chariot liner Empress of Coconut. And you are in our fine and magnificent way.
Good heavens, they must have heard old Thunderguts and thought they were to come to Falmouth too.
Yeah, very likely, sir. What's bothering me is that they're flaming well here, and we're not moving.
No, we're not, are we? I suppose we ought to.
Yes.
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 Press the start.
Right, press the start, is it?
No.
No.
Use your choke.
Use the choke.
No.
Left
Left hand.
hand.
No, right hand.
Right hand.
Do you mind not doing that when I'm talking? Full ahead both.
Full ahead both.
No, go back a bit.
No, back a bit.
Up to the top.
Up to the top.
Mind the body.
Everybody down!
And that was Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee working their passage in The Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Leslie Phillips was the sub-lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number 1, John Pertwee was the chief petty officer, Sir Willoughby Todhunter-Brown was played by Tenniel Evans, Lady Todhunter-Brown was Heather Chasen, Captain Povey was Richard Caldecott, Commander Bracewell was Michael Bates, and the captain of the Botaniland liner was played by Ronnie Barker. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present The Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips. The great outdoor fresh air life is supposed to help in preventing colds. All I know is that every time I do any gardening, I catch a corker, elastic legs, bunged up hooter, the lot. Luckily, I hate gardening. Yeah. But the great outdoor fresh air life on Troutbridge hasn't helped them either. Most of the ship's company are in sick bay with something called Onabushkan Flu.
Able Seaman Johnson hasn't caught the flu, so Able Seaman Johnson's got all the work to do. And if Able Seaman Johnson doesn't get a chance to stop, Able Seaman Johnson's gonna blow his top.
Johnson.
Able Seaman Johnson hasn't caught the flu.
Johnson! You'll catch someone else in a minute. You don't stop these vocalising verbosities. You lard-body Liberace, you.
Well, I'm fed up. And apart from that, I'm browned off and all. Why can't I catch Onabushkan Flu and go into sick bay like everybody else?
Don't you dare. At least not until Chief Petty Officer Pertwee's caught it first. Where is Onabushka?
You've had that. It's in the Far East. It's in the province of Kwangatang.
Kwangatang?
Yeah.
That's not a place. It's the noise a banjo makes.
It's a place, I tell you. That's where that destroyer in the next dock came from. And they're the ones who nobbled our lot with the Onabushkan Flu.
I didn't know the Onabushkans had a navy. Here, I must go over and pay my respects.
Yeah, and see if you can catch the flu.
Yeah. No, I just thought they might be a bit short aspirins. A certain relative of mine is a goose or two, going cheap.
Well, Able Seaman Johnson's not bothered about who pinched him so long as some of the crew take him and get back on duty. Fatso's overworked.
Yeah, well, that reminds me. Emergency orders of the day for tomorrow. 0600 Able Seaman Johnson grabs the decks. 0700 Able Seaman Johnson cleans out the galley. 0800 Able Seaman Johnson tidies Chief Petty Officer's mess. 0900 Able Seaman Johnson makes tip for 175 men. 0915 Able Seaman Johnson brings Chief Petty Officer Pertwee his cuppa first. Yes. 0930 Able Seaman Johnson brings Chief Petty Officer Pertwee his breakfast. 1000 Chief Petty Officer Pertwee gets up.
And that'll be Chief Petty Officer Pertwee's lot for the day.
You're in an emergency, Johnson. When we are severely undermanned, we must all pull our weight.
The only trouble is I seem to be pulling more than anybody else's.
Well, you weigh more than anybody else.
Blimey, more trouble is number one, then.
Oh, good morning, Chief.
Stone me. Another one for a kip in the sick bay.
No, not yet, Chief. I've got a hot hooter, but it won't develop into Onabushkan Flu, blasted. You and Johnson still on your feet, I see.
Well, he is, sir, but I'm not. I'm on my knees, sir.
You be quiet, grumble guts. You go and get cooking.
Oh, you're acting as cook, are you, Johnson? In that case, do you think you would try your hand at something other than Grummit soup? Roast Grummit and 2 veg, followed by Grummit and custard? Oh, and once we're on the subject of complaints, there's something else. I realize that we're all having to carry on under extreme difficulties and that those who are left on duty are severely overworked. With one possible exception.
Belt up, Johnson.
However, even at times like these, there are certain standards which must be maintained at all costs. And I regret to say that this morning, those standards are in danger of falling below the traditions set by the Royal Navy.
Tell me, sir, what's happened?
I haven't got a clean hanky.
Oh, what a shame, sir. Oh, a great tragic, I'm sure, sir. Especially with an hot hooter.
With all due respect, sir, what I need on this ship is another 70 pairs of hands.
I wonder if Captain Povey could find us a few spare ratings to bring us up to strength. After all, when a chap can't get a clean hanky, well, something's got to be done.
Yes, sir. And supposing you was to get on Onabushkan Flu, you wouldn't have anything to go into.
Yes, quite. I'll go and see Captain Povey right away.
Honestly, sir, I don't see why you couldn't come to old Thundergut's office on your own.
Just an elementary precaution, Mr. Phillips. I find it cozier to outnumber him. And there's something else.
Oh, what's that, sir?
Well, if we happen to have dropped a clanger, it's such a comfort to have you there to blame.
Oh, that's jolly nice of you, sir. I appreciate the thought, but... Oh.
Knock on the door and don't be such a ninny.
Who is it?
Onabushkan Flu, Jones. I mean, number Phillips and Leslie 1.
Don't bother, I can guess. Have you put your masks on?
Masks? What masks?
Find anti-flu masks in the box on the left.
Ah, here they are, sir. In this box marked, wear a mask is all I ask. I don't want flu, and nor do you. Signed, Henry Povey, Captain.
Oh, well, better put them on, I suppose. At least he knows all about their Onabushkan Flu, which is something, isn't it? Isn't it? Mr. Phillips!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't.
What on earth have you... Mr. Phillips, one mask will do. You picked up 3 together.
Let me out.
Look, here, come here. Let me untie. Oh, trust you, a double granny. There you are. Carry on breathing.
Oh, phew.
Cool. Lummy. I thought Leslie had chips his head.
What is going on out there?
Mr. Phillips was just testing 3 masks together to see if they were airtight. They were.
What's going on out there? Now shut the door, can't you? I'm in a draft, and where are my tablets?
Oh, you better come in.
Thank you, nurse.
Good morning, Captain Povey. We,
What? Don't come any closer. Wren Chasen, give them an antiseptic tablet each.
Aye, sir.
And bring my 11 o'clock pills. We can't afford to take any risks.
If I may say so, sir, aren't you rather overdoing the anti-Onabushkan Flu campaign?
You're not in my position, number 1. There's no more room in the sick bay. So if I catch it, I'll have to stay at home.
Well, isn't there anyone there to look after you, sir?
Only Mrs. Povey.
Have another lodgings quickly, sir.
Well, sir, we wanted to see you about...
Never mind what you wanted to see me about. I wanted to see you. I've got a job for you.
That's all we needed.
And as you may know, that Onabushkan destroyer brought Queen Jaratoga here on a state visit. And now she has to be taken back to Onabushkan. Unfortunately, she can't be taken in that destroyer.
Why not, sir? Have the Onabushkan crew all got their own flu?
No, but half of them have caught English colds.
A fair swap, I'd say.
Well, the Admiral has decided that Troutbridge will have to transport Her Majesty back to her country instead.
We can't possibly put to sea, sir. We've only got half our crew on their feet.
Oh, good grief. Well, somebody's got... I know. They've got half a crew, and so have you. Now, as this is an emergency, I'll approach their captain and see if they'd be prepared to let their men sail under you, so that Troutbridge has a full complement. And if they agree, Queen Jaratoga will be coming aboard tomorrow, and you will sail immediately.
Yeah, very good, sir.
On the way out, leave your masks in a cardboard box marked "to be boiled."
Aye, aye, sir. I wonder how you boil a cardboard box. I mean, you could never get it in the saucepan. And even if you did, it would go soggy.
Come on, Noddy.
You know, sir, I'm jolly nervous. I wonder what she'll be like.
Excuse me for interrupting, sir.
Yes, certainly, Chief. Nice to have seen you. Any sign of the car yet, Mr. Phillips?
I wanted to say, sir, that you're quite sure the blokes from that Onabushkan destroyer are aboard, aren't you, sir?
Oh, yes. They went below hours ago.
I know, sir. And there hasn't been a sign of the Bushkans ever since.
Well, they've got to settle in, I suppose. They're here. It's the cars.
How very observant of you. Good gracious, what an odd sort of car it is. It's so high.
Stone me. Well, it would have to be, sir. Just look at her hat.
Lummy, it must be a sale bargain. All those sort of pagoda things. And look at those jewels.
That's about the only thing missing is the fairy lights.
Watch it, sir. Watch it. There's a bloke in his nightshirt coming up the gangway.
Most humble greetings from Her Majesty Queen Jaratoga of Onabushka. I am Oli Ping Hing Tong. Her Glacious Majesty, first aid.
Oh, where are your bandages and splints?
Aid the car, idiot.
No idiot, just aid the corn. Officer gents will now prepare for ceremonial reception of Her Majesty the Queen Jaratoga by happily removing all footwear, please.
Well, sir, we don't have to take our boots off, do we, sir? I mean, I can't. That is, sir, well, I don't want to, sir. I mean,
What's the matter now?
well, sir, I've got a potato in my left sock.
Jolly boots off, please. Heads down and bottoms up for Her Majesty Queen Jaratoga.
Royal greetings all round like crazy. I am most happy to be aboard tremendous ship, big boy. Kneel, please.
Kneel?
Honorable Onabushkan custom. Her Majesty will now present ship with Onabushkan sword.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Humble thanks.
In mark of respect for able assistance to Onabushkan royal family, like me, for instance, Dad. Cop hold of this crazy razor, bye-bye.
Stone me, you taught her English. Adam Fay.
Well, thank you very... Oh, this sword doesn't seem to have a blade. It's just the handle.
We are not the warlike people, Buster. We sail now, please.
Oh, yes, we sail now, please, all right. The chief will show you the way to your quarters.
One moment, please. How goes it with the quarters? Her Majesty desires one whole cabin to keep in, not a quarter of one.
Much agreed. Kindly dig, I am the queen.
Chief, perhaps you could sort this out?
I'd say it's most unlikely, sir, but I'll have a go. This way, your Onabushkan ship. Let's go and have a look at your quarters.
One Onabushkan left hand down a bit.
Incorrigibility, sir.
What you're talking about, sir? As far as I'm concerned, Onabushka is a rude word.
Well, I don't see why. We haven't seen an Onabushkan since we sailed.
That's why, sir. They just came aboard, they went below, and they stayed there. They haven't done a flaming thing.
It's odd, isn't it?
I gather there are certain Onabushkan customs that have to be observed, sir.
Huh?
Yeah. Like, Monday was Think Day. Yeah. Tuesday, Silence Day. Wednesday was Eat Day.
Well, what's today?
Chat about old times day. I'd like to bash them over their Onabushkan bonces with their Onabushkan sword handle.
You know, it's all number one's fault. It was his idea to ask for a relief crew.
A fact which has been duly noted in my memorial, sir.
You think he would have known better, wouldn't you?
You would indeed, sir. You would indeed. Unless it was done deliberate.
Done? Deliberate?
Is it? Just because he hadn't got a clean hanky?
Oh, hardly. I can't believe it.
Possibly not, sir. Possibly not. All I know is, I'm not going to check him until he gets us out of this extra work.
Well, in that case, neither am I. All he's done for days is show Her Majesty Queen Jaratoga round the ship until she's dizzy.
Yeah, and all this salt air can't be doing that pagoda hat of hers any good either. The girl's going mouldy. Aye, watch it. Here comes you-know-who.
Right, Chief. Mum's the word.
Mum's the word.
Good morning. A lovely day. I said, lovely day. Everything under control, I trust? Lovely day. I've still got a hot hooter, chaps.
Right hand up a bit, Chief.
Right hand of a bit it is. Mr. Phillips. Sir.
Good morning. I've just been showing Her Majesty around the ship. So, I see. Lovely day. Lovely day.
I suppose it is, sir, for some people.
Sightseers, tourists, and so on.
Yes, sir.
Now, look here. It's not my fault we never seen a sign of these Onabushkan sailors. How was I to know that they'd go to ground? I said it's not my...
Left hand down a bit. Chiefy.
Left hand out of it it is.
With pleasure, sir. Oh, this is ridiculous. I've got to talk to somebody.
Well, try Abel Seaman Johnson, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to talk to somebody too.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, go on.
Well, as a matter of fact, I already have talked to him, thank you. I still haven't got a clean hanky.
Cameron! Pertwee's a neutral!
Lummy, what was that?
Most humble and curious greetings to British Royal Navy's #1 son. And what was all that pull-out bang?
Well, we rather think it was one of yours. Your fleet just opened up on us.
#1 son and I reckon it's like a salute of welcome, Mum.
This not so, Blondie. Onabushkan fleet don't dig their majesty is on British ship, and crazy firework was warning you are approaching Onabushkan waters.
No foreign boatcraft may enter our most humble waters without a happy time in quarantine, please. For 1 year, if this is most agreeable. In this way, we avoid all possibilities of having Onabushkan Flu epidemic.
But this is potty. I mean, if it's Onabushkan Flu, you must have it on Onabushka.
This not so, kiddo. We don't have it, we just export it.
Well, can't you do something about this quarantine rule, Your Majesty? If we can't get to Onabushka, neither can you.
Might humble first aid suggest a solution to this most delicate problem?
Go ahead, Dad.
Only exception to quarantine rule, being high-ranking Onabushkan court officials, humbly suggest making all on ship court officials at once.
Well, I'm not too sure that we...
This shall be done, man. Number 1 son is from now on Onabushkan Minister for Oceanic Affairs.
Oh, am I?
Blondie shall be second revolutionary officer for polling booths.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, Chief, what office have you got your eye on?
Well, I'm not fussy, sir. I mean, anything like Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Like?
With respect, suggest most fitting title for friend with most colorful language would be Under Secretary of State for fruity Anglo-Saxon words.
Rather. Yes, he knows them all. I think he even knows some that the Anglo-Saxons didn't.
Yes, he does indeed.
And can we make that so, the Councillor, for wash and brush up men?
With or without squeegee.
Enough, please. A ship now clear of quarantine regulations, and you are all now court officials of Onabushkan Court. We shall proceed.
Well, shouldn't we signal your fleet about this first?
This will not be necessary, man. You will now fly Onabushkan flag. This now Onabushkan ship.
Cool, stone me. I thought I was supposed to be the con man on board.
Oh, no, just a minute. We can't...
Penalty for treason by Onabushkan court officials is most regrettable assassination, please.
No, thank you.
Well, of all the right fiddles, Yeah, wait a minute, hang on. Your Majesty, what's the honourable rate of income tax in Onabushka?
What please this income tax?
What please is it?
Up with the flag, boys! Reel on the bushka, rule all the waves. Bushcom's never.
All right, that'll do. You better fly their flag, Chief. We'll sort this out as soon as we get on land.
You just had to do it, didn't you? You just had to do it, Mr. Phillips, sir. You just had to hold an election.
Well, I am the second revolutionary officer for the polling booths, you know.
You mean you were, as a result of your brilliant election campaign, we're no longer the government, we're now the opposition.
Yeah. And how am I supposed to make my maiden speech when we're all in the nick?
How was I to know they'd always chuck the opposition into prison?
May I have a word as the ex-minister for gas wireless communication? I've just been having a crafty butcher's in the corner, and after finding the bricks ever so slightly came away in my hands, do you know I can see the beach?
I must say, I don't see that being able to get onto the beach helps us very much. I haven't even got my bathing costume with me.
And I'll bet that's a pretty sight.
Now, hold hard, chaps. If we wait until dark, we may well be able to get away. You see, when we landed, I thought the locals looked a bit hostile, so I left a portable transmitter behind one of the rocks on the beach.
Oh, bully for Batesy. With respect, of course, sir.
Well, it's worth a try anyway. We'll wait until it's dark and then see if we can get through to Goldstein on Troutbridge and get him to send a seaboat over to rescue us.
If I'm the mate Sir Burl, sir, I think he'll have to dangle a bit of promotion in front of him before he'll do a flaming thing.
Oh, why?
Why? Well, he was due for the 48 when we had to come out here, sir, and he'd already sent his Aunt Gwyneth for fair to come and see him in Pompey. Yeah, and he'd also booked her a room in the hotel. He'd paid in advance, of course. He bought 2 seats at the theatre, and he'd ordered dinner at the Café Splendide. Yeah, apart from that, he's laughing.
Oh, yes, well, we'll see about that if he gets us off this blasted place. We'll try and make a break for it tonight.
Hello, Hello. Beach Party Bates calling Troutbridge. Can you hear me?
Not so much as an hiccup, was the stern reply.
Possibly if you'd found a rock a little further back to hide the set behind, it might have helped. It must have been laundered by the tide twice a day for a week.
Oh, the set's working all right, but I rather think the aerial is in the wrong place. If someone would care to walk out to sea and hold the aerial up out there.
What? Stand in the water holding up the aerial? No, thank you.
Just a minute, sir. I think I know a volunteer. Where's the counsellor for the wash and brush up men?
Here I am, Chief, that's me. I'm the counsellor. Good morning, I'll see you in the nick.
Come back here. Come back here, you clod-hopping great cabinet minister. Go on, cop hold of that aerial and get wading.
You're rotten, you are. Rotten, rotten. I'll get salt water on the knees, I will.
Try again, Mr. Bates.
Hello, hello. Beach Party Bates calling able Seaman Goldstein.
Calling who?
Give me that, Mr. Bates. This is number 1. Can you hear me, leading Seaman Goldstein?
Loud and clear.
Here, hurry up, my arm's getting tired. Be brief. Send a postcard instead.
Belt up, you monstrous Marconi.
My arm's going dumb.
Hello, Goldstein. Come over in the seaboat and pick us up quick. We're being held prisoner.
You did say you wanted leading Seaman Goldstein to pick you up, didn't you, sir?
Oh, very well. I'll try to arrange it.
I'll be over right up.
Hey, the aerial's gone wrong. It's biting me. Ow! Oh, I've got pins and needles. Ow! I'm copying hundreds of volts. Ow!
Stanley, what's that fat Nick flashing and gluing like that for?
I rather think he's let the aerial touch the water and is receiving a fantastic amount of AC/DC up his cable.
Blow me fuse, somebody. I'm a dud.
Switch off, Mr. Bates. He's charging about like a jet-propelled porpoise.
Well, he's probably charging anyway.
Oh, well done. Goldstein's coming over in the boat, and Johnson slowed down to a steady 30 knots.
Well, at least we got through. What Captain Povey's going to say about this when we get... Don't think.
As the ex-Under-Secretary of State for Anglo-Saxon words, I think I know exactly what he'll say, sir.
Honestly, Admiral, I just don't understand what's happened. First Troutbridge completely disappears, and now this Onabushkan frigate has turned up in their dock.
Oh, do stop waffling, Povey. Come on, let's get aboard, so I can give him his speech of welcome to Britain.
Yes, oh, very well, sir. Although how I... Good grief! This is Troutbridge.
Troutbridge? Oh, talk sense, Povey. Is that the Onabushkan flag, or isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir, it is, but look, there's her name. T-R-O-U.
Halt, please, and kindly remove all footwear.
What?
Oh, lummy. Thunderfeet. Guts.
Mr. Phillips, could we have a little less noise? As Minister for Oceanic Affairs, I must have a bit...
Number 1, what has been going on?
Here, what feeding out has whipped my last box of Onabushkan Delight? I'll have his guts...
Chief Petty Officer Pertwee, what are you doing in that ridiculous hat? You look like a walking pagoda.
Sir, a lucky souvenir, sir. I think its luck just ran out.
What has been going on? But why are you flying this Onabushkan flag?
Well, sir, we haven't had a flag-lowering day.
Haven't had a what?
It's been all go since we got back.
Yes, Monday was Think Day.
Tuesday was Silence Day.
Wednesday was Cough Up for Johnsy Day.
Thursday was Eat Day.
When's Gin Day?
Oh, today, sir.
Oh, no, it isn't. I'll tell you what today is. It's Court-Martial Day. Now, let's see. There's treason, for a start.
That's 10 years apiece.
Incorrectly dressed on duty.
6 months.
Failing to report. Desertion. Attempting to dispose of Admiralty property to a foreign power. Accepting political offices. Or losing your shoes.
You know what today really is, don't you, number 1, sir?
What, Chief?
Copping all the muck day, sir. Everybody in the nick.
course, Stephen Murray, John Pertwee, and Leslie Phillips working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Stephen Murray was the number one, John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Able Seaman Johnson was Ronnie Barker, Able Seaman Goldstein was Tenniel Evans, Queen Jaratoga was Heather Chasen, and the Onabushkan aide-de-camp was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our three stars, John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray. Like many of you, my wife and I are quite naturally house-proud, and very often we sit back in our armchairs and talk over the improvements we'd like to make in the home. Not big jobs, but little things like repairing the springs in those bloomin' armchairs before they do us a mischief. But when Captain Povey's at home, he's never even allowed to sit in an armchair unless Mrs. Povey's away, as she is today.
Hello? Fireman's Bucket and Bell, landlord speaking.
Oh, good evening. Now listen, Sidney. When you close, I want you to bring up a couple of bottles of scotch and a couple of bottles of gin to my place and bring all the lads.
Hey? Come up to your place? Are you cuckoo? Your old woman never let us in. She'd probably have us all arrested.
No, it's all right. She's away for the weekend. She's in town with her sister. They've gone to some efficiency exhibition, I believe.
Oh, they have they? Aren't you the lucky boy, Henry? I'll bet you're even having a crafty butcher's at the old telly then.
Not yet, but I'm just going to.
When the cat's away. We never been inside your place before. In fact, when your old woman's there, half of us wouldn't even dare walk past it.
Good. I know how you feel. Well, see you later, Sidney.
Okie doke.
Povey's giving a party. Povey's giving a party. And now then, let's see what's on the television. Oh, this is the life. Have another glass of sherry, Henry. Thank you, Henry. As you found the key to the sideboard, I will. Oh, Lord, just my luck, commercials.
And now, Mrs. Chambers, you see here 2 piles of your laundry. One was washed in fizz, and the other in another well-known washing product. I want you to examine them both and tell me which of your 2 piles of laundry is washed the best.
Neither of them.
Neither of them?
No, what have you been up to? This isn't my flaming laundry at all.
Please, ma'am, we're on television.
Now, look here, young man. What have you done with my smalls? Right, fiddle this.
Oh, Red. I can't stand much more of this.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop it at once, whatever it is.
Oh, no. I'm here, my love.
Henry Povey, why are you lounging about in one of the armchairs my dear mother gave me? If you had to sneak in here because I was away, why didn't you bring in your little kitchen stool to sit on?
I'm sorry, my love. I meant...
You be quiet, Henry. I'm busy. Uh-huh. Just as I thought. The set is warm. You know perfectly well you do not look at television unless I have been through the programs and vetted them first. I'm not having you getting all hot under the collar and drooling at those dancing girls again, if I can help it.
But you're mistaken, my love. You're much prettier than any of the dancing girls.
Yes, I realize that. Well, there'll be no more of this nonsense. My sister and I have learned a thing or two at this efficiency exhibition.
Oh, dear.
And we'll soon sort you out. After what we've seen, we've decided that you're incompetent, ineffectual, and inofficial. Phone, Henry.
Just going, my love. Hello, Captain Povey here.
Dockyard here, sir. We thought you ought to know, sir. The spare wheel of the Admiral's car just fell in water, sir.
Spare wheel of... Well, what's this to do with me?
Well, the rest of his car was still attached to it, sir.
What? Wait a minute. The Admiral wasn't in it.
Oh, no, sir. But he saw the lorry hit it.
Lorry?
Yes, sir. When the office block fell on it, it must have knocked the lorry's brake off.
Yes, I suppose. Do you mean an office block has collapsed onto the dock?
Not exactly, sir. The dock's gone, too.
Good grief, man, how can a dock go?
HMS Troutbridge hit it, sir.
Oh, I might have known. I'll be down first thing. Goodbye.
I heard that, Henry Povey. Another of your little tricks to get out of staying at home and help in mangling, I suppose.
Oh, no, my love. You know how I love cranking that big wheel round and round and... Oh, no! The Sharp Halfpenny Club!
Open the door, Povey.
Well, Mr. Phillips, does the damage look any less by daylight?
Well, yes, sir. I'd rather think... no. No, it doesn't. No, it looks worse.
Congratulations, Mr. Phillips, sir. I'd never have thought one little frigate could have done him so much in just one go.
Oh, it was nothing, Chief. Anyone in my place could... Now, look here. I'm just about fed up with taking the can back every time. You can't say this little lot was Leslie's fault. I got us through the harbour entrance all right, didn't I?
Oh, yes. Mind you, I had my hands over my eyes at the time.
And I did a left hand down a bit round the marker buoy, didn't I?
Oh, yes. Oh, you did indeed, sir. Of course. You didn't tell me to take it off. So I went round the flaming thing twice.
Well, never mind. After that, I changed down, sounded my hooter, gave the correct hand signal, and when we reached the docks, I dropped anchor, didn't I?
Oh, yes.
Well, there you are. What else could I have done?
Stop the engine, sir.
Well, I don't see that would have made the slightest... Oh. Oh, lummy. Well, who did stop them, then?
Not who, sir. What? Yeah, and after it had been bashed into the drink, we got the Admiral's car wrapped round our screw.
Oh, nasty. So that's what that mincing metal noise was?
Yes. What did you think it was? Somebody eating a saucepan?
I say, sir, I've just been looking at all the jagged bits jutting out from where the dock used to be.
And?
Then I looked at all the dents on our sides, sir. You know, it's amazing, isn't it?
What is?
They fit. No, honestly, they might almost have been tailor-made.
They were, sir. And you're the tailor.
Oh, lummy, yes. I suppose I am.
In, out, in, out, in, out.
Who did that?
Bridge number 1 here.
Crane lookout here, sir.
Who?
Able Seaman Goldstein, sir. Not that anyone cares, but when Mr. Phillips did his large economy-sized bumps of daisy last night, I got whipped off me perch by a crane.
Good heavens, you all right?
With due respect, sir, would you have been if you'd been hanging upside down with a crane hook stuck in your bell-bottoms all night?
No, I suppose... just a minute, Goldstein, if you're up a crane, how are you still able to talk to us?
Well, don't think I want to, but me equipment came too.
I can see him, sir. Look, he's suspended just above his lookout position.
I heard that, and I'd be obliged if you'd tell Mr. Phillips to stop waving, because I'm not going to wave back. If he wants to wave to somebody, tell him to wave to old Thunderguts.
What? Where?
He's coming up on the starboard side in a rowing boat, sir. That's him, hollering at the rating, who's doing all the rowing.
Oh, law, so it is. Stay where you are, Goldstein. We'll sort you out in a minute.
Thanks very much. I was hoping you might, because these bell-bottoms aren't going to last much longer.
Quick, Chief. Stand by to help Captain Povey aboard.
Help Thunderguts? Permission to apply for urgent compassionate leave, sir?
Certainly not.
But it's my dear old white-haired mother, sir. She's been struck down again with a twinging screws. Yes, sir. They caught her in a vice-like grip, just as she was going in the...
No, Chief.
Ahoy there, number 1. I'm coming aboard. Over here, sir. This way up, please. No need for a ladder, sir. Just put your feet in the dents.
Well, give me a hand.
Righto, sir. Up you come, sir. That's your dear.
Welcome aboard, sir.
I'm afraid we've had a slight accident. We've been hit by a dock.
I know what you've done, all right, and I intend to... Good grief, what's that man doing up there on that crane? Hey, you! What are you doing?
I'm the lookout, sir, and I didn't.
Didn't what?
Look out.
Get him down, somebody.
Oh, we intend to, sir, sometime.
Yeah, you've really done the lot this time, gentlemen. Every one of you is incompetent, ineffectual, and inefficient.
Oh, you're too kind, sir. It's jolly nice. Could I have compassionate leave, sir? My dear old white-haired mother is stuck halfway in the...
Well, that's a flaming liberty.
Eve, are you mad? I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you lot. I'm going to call in a second opinion. Now, Admiralty have had some of these efficiency experts speeding things up in certain departments. I'm going to ask them to put one aboard Troutbridge.
I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to like him very much.
I've every hope that you won't. Now, I'm going back to my office to see if it can be arranged. Now, start tidying up the ship as best you can, and for goodness sake, get that man down from that crane.
One man had to scrub the deck, boys. One man made him scrub, and he's a pain in the neck, boy. One man went to scrub,
Hello, fatso. Brushing up your knowledge of the decks, are you?
Oh, ha, bloomin' ha. Oh, thank you not to titter at the done rotten boy. I haven't had a minute's peace since this efficiency bloke come aboard.
Well, I must admit the Pertwee's none too partial to Mr. Honourable Hargreaves himself. Well, he's liable to find out something and Pertwee'll get rumbled.
That'll be the day, that will. It'll be the same day that elephants fly.
Very laughable, my fat, floppy friend. But listen to me, Honourable Hargreaves hung around the store so much yesterday. I expected a couple of elephants to get airborne any time. Yeah, and you'd have been one of them, you oversized, obnoxious horror. Here, watch it. Here comes Honourable Hargreaves again. Get scrubbing.
Morning. I'm checking ratings duties.
Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Hargreaves, sir.
What's this large one doing?
2 jobs at once. I'm wearing out a scrubbing brush and me knees at the same time.
Excellent, but can be improved. Galley overworked, so have brought knives to be sharpened.
Eh?
Efficiency is thing. Tie scrubbing brushes to feet, then hands free to sharpen knives whilst feet scrub deck.
Oh, very good idea, sir. Yeah, lovely, sir, Mr. Hargreaves. But what about his head, sir? Oh, it seems a pity to let his head go to waste.
Man after my own heart. Tie mop to head, and then can polish inside of ship's bell above at same time.
Yeah, well done, sir. I can't wait to see it. Right, off you go, Fatso. Off you go. Cha-cha-cha with the feet. To and fro and up and down with the hands. Nodding your head backwards and forwards at the same time.
Not likely. I'll unscrew myself and fall apart.
Don't worry, son. If you do, we'll pick up the bits. Now off you go laughing. With the 1 and the 2 and the 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Yes. A lovely band, sir, isn't it? Would you care for an excuse me, Mr. Arthur?
Certainly not. Other work to do. Next job is inspection of stores.
Oh, well, in that case, sir, don't let us keep you from... Help! Stores.
Am most anxious avoid further nautical disasters. Feel if you concentrate on bridge duties and are relieved of store duties, this may assist.
I do wish you'd stop talking like a telegrams.
Wasted words are wasted time. As from today, you will no longer be in charge of stores.
No longer in charge of stores. What's the matter with you, Giggle Niggle?
I think an elephant just flew past.
Johnson! Just you belt up, Johnson. That's all belt up. Concentrate on your scrub, scrape and clank.
That's it. Concentration means efficiency. Don't let up for a minute.
I don't intend to, sir.
Good.
Not until I've got those tools back. It's a carve-up, that's what it is. It's a diabolical, dirty, dodgy, disaster little carve-up. And none of those words are wasted.
Well, Mr. Phillips, as I've said of other unwelcome visitors aboard Troutbridge, he's got to go.
Well, it's just possible he may, sir. Don't forget we're sailing on an exercise tomorrow.
Well, so what? That'll be just his cup of tea.
It won't, you know. I found out he even gets seasick watching his little loofah floating in the bath.
Really? Oh, what a shame. Well, gracious, what was that?
I don't know, sir. It seems to be coming from above us. It's been happening all day.
Hang on, I'll see if Goldstein can see what it is.
Starboard, look out here, sir.
Goldstein, can you see anybody running about on the bridge roof?
No, sir.
Oh, right.
There it goes again, sir.
I'll try the port lookout.
Port, look out here, sir.
Oh, Ginger, can you... Goldstein?
Yes, sir.
Goldstein, what's going on? You're supposed to be starboard lookout.
I am, sir. And thanks to Mr. Horrible Hargreaves, I'm port lookout as well.
Lummy, all that pitter-pat on the roof must have been Goldstein nipping from one side to the other, sir.
Goldstein, why didn't you say it was you when I asked you if you could see anyone nipping about on the roof?
Because I wasn't then. Oh, excuse me, I'm wanted.
Hello. Oh, really? Bridge number 1 here.
Starboard, look out here again, sir. And it was me that time.
Goldstein, for goodness sake, stay still. You'll be through the ceiling in a minute.
Then you'd better sort it out with Mr. Horrible Hargreaves, sir. It was his daft idea, not mine.
That man is a menace.
Well, he won't be after today, sir.
Well, he may be. My bet is he'll be waiting to come aboard again the moment we get back.
Yes, you could be, Oh, it wouldn't be fair, sir. Oh, I'm ashamed of you, Leslie.
I suppose Leslie wouldn't care to tell Stephen what all this sniggering and snorting's about.
Oh, sorry, pardon, sir. It was just an idea I had, sir. It suddenly struck me.
Mr. Phillips, something else will strike you in a minute.
Oh, sorry, pardon again, sir. I was thinking, now supposing we were to take Horrible Hargreaves with us, sir, a few tight left-hand downer bits, and a bash about in some choppy water, or to put him off us for good, sir.
Oh, yes. Delicious. Well, it won't work, though. He'd never agree.
That's the point, sir. Supposing he didn't know. I mean, we could hold a sort of a goodbye party for him in the wardroom and work the visitor to the wardroom routine on him.
Well, you mean take it in turns to buy him drinks and then get called away so that he gets gallons and we only have a couple each?
Exactly, sir. Now, look, I'll start him off with a couple of stiff ones, then you can call me away and take over. Then Captain, Lieutenant Commander Stanton can take over then, and I'll come back and buy him another one until he's absolutely... Well, now, come along, Mr. Horrible. How about another quick Hargreaves? I mean, have another quick Horrible. No, have another horribly quick one, Mr. Drinkup.
Charmed, but my turn.
No, of course it isn't. You're the honor of guest. Same again.
Delighted. Hold one moment. Captain approaching.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Hello, Lieutenant Carstander Munton. No,
No, don't fight it, old fruit. Has he had enough yet?
No. But I think I have.
So fine.
Oh, hard luck. It's your turn.
What you two talking about?
Oh, nothing, old telegram. What are you having? What?
He's having the same again, sir.
Is it?
Cheerio, I think I'm wanted elsewhere.
Must think of leaving also. Must get ashore before ship sails.
Oh, no, old Chinaman. I want to talk to you. Same again.
Charmed.
Cheers.
I say, sir, join me for excusing you.
Oh, certainly, number one. Oh, cough drop. Here, excuse me, old Horrible, I'm wanted. See you later, if not sooner.
The same again, Mr. Hargreaves?
Oh, no. I really must be going.
Oh, nonsense. With all due respect, you're in no condition to go walkies.
I beg your pardon.
Well, all right, but you've had far too much.
Ridiculous. Am sober as judge. Have only been drinking lime juice.
Lime juice?
That's what I ordered first from Phillips. Since then, you've all said same again.
Good gracious, I thought you were holding it jolly well.
Must go. See you on your return. Goodbye.
No, wait, we wanted you to come too.
Goodbye.
We wanted... Oh, bother.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Chief?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Urgent signal from Captain Povey. Sir.
Thank you, Chief. Just a minute. Why are you tiddly? You haven't been doing the visitor to the wardroom routine?
No, sir. No, we've been doing the visitor to the CPO's mess routine.
Who was the visitor?
I'm happy to say, sir. Me.
Congratulations. Now, what's the signal? Oh, no, let's throw the tornado. We're to sail immediately.
What's that?
They want us out of this dock at once. There's another destroyer coming in for refueling, and she's ahead of time. We have to put to sea at once.
See what compassionate leave, sir. But you know what, that mother's still halfway.
She will have to stay there.
But sir, stands in the state we're in. Mr. Phillips will his everything. He'll his everything between here and China.
Don't argue, Chief. Up on the bridge.
Left hand out a bit.
Left hand out a bit. It's a song.
Chief, I did not order a...
I'm sorry, pal, but I'm short.
Steady of that through the harbour entrance, Chief.
Steady out through the harbour entrance. Tell me, sir, we're through.
Very odd. We've never done that before. We've got out without hitting a thing.
Well, simple, sir. Before this, we've always tried to do it sober.
Yes, of course. Say, you chaps, you hear a sort of tinkling noise?
Tinkling, sir?
Tinkling.
It sounds like a bell, sir.
The bells are ringing for me, my girl.
Tell me, I know what it is. I know what it... Taxi! Taxi! You polishing great portman! Oh, before you wear the pen out, and scrub your way through to the next deck.
Oh, thank goodness. Nobody ever told me to stop polishing. Oh, I feel like a jelly that wouldn't set.
I wonder what the cook will say about his knife, sir. Johnson sharpened it all right. He's only got the handle left.
And even that's points, eh?
What's the matter with you, sir?
I was so thinking, I can't help feeling sorry for poor Mr. Honorable Hargreaves. After all that lime juice, he's going to feel shocking in the morning.
Come into my office, Admiral. I trust you're pleased after your inspection of the repaired docks.
In fact, I know someone who can repair clocks. Why should I? Well, who cares? Nothing ever happens on time here anyway.
Oh, it does now, sir. Ever since I had the deficiency expert brought in, he's speeded everything up. Hasn't he, Wren Chasen?
No, he's done that all right.
Have you finished typing that report yet?
Well, I've only a couple of pages left, sir. Shan't be long.
Jumping flower pots, that typewriter's smoking.
All finished, sir.
You see, sir, efficiency, the thing here. But look, even Troutbridge is returning on time. A thing she's never done before. You don't know! No, she can't be back. The other destroyer's still in her dock. Quick, sir, we must get down to the dock in your car. They've got to be stopped.
Left hand down a bit round the marker, boy.
Left hand down a bit round the marker, boy. For the second time. It is, sir.
Change down to second.
Change down to second, it is, sir.
See, look. Isn't that the Admiral's new car belting along to our dock?
Yes, sir, but it's not the new one. It's the one we sunk, done up again, sir.
Well, how do you know, Chief?
It's still got seawater dripping out of the boot, sir.
Sound the hooter.
Good gracious. That other destroyer's still in our dock.
That's all right, sir. They're just sailing.
A good show. We'll come in behind them as they pull out. Now, put your arm out and give the slowing down signal, Chief.
Aye, sir.
Now, coming in now. Easy. Easy.
Mr. Phillips.
Oh, just a moment, sir. Please. Easy. Ah, drop anchor, Chief.
Drop anchor it is, Mr. Phillips, sir. I think you...
Hi there, Troutbridge. Stop! You're coming in too fast. Stop!
Mr. Phillips, for goodness sake!
Out of the car and run for it, Admiral. Run for it!
Run for it! I'm not bashing my trotters at my... Povey, you old fool! Run for it!
Everybody down! There go the docks. And the office block. Now the lorry. And last of all... the Admiral's car, well and truly dumped.
And what was it you forgot, Mr. Phillips?
Oh, lummy. Stop engines.
And that was John Pertwee, Leslie Phillips, and Stephen Murray working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Leslie Phillips was the Sub-Lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number one, Captain Povey was played by Richard Caldecott, Mrs. Povey was Heather Chasen, and Lieutenant Bates was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston. Ladies and gentlemen, we present the Navy Lark with our 3 stars, Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee. A bone of contention in most homes is the bathroom. Why is it that whenever you want to use it, there's always somebody else in it? Well, at my place, I've put my foot down, and Mrs. Boyle now agrees that Robin goes to the bathroom first in the mornings. She agrees if I go at 5 a.m. A minute later, she's in it first. Well, the baths on Troutbridge are causing trouble at the moment, too.
Chief! Pertwee, open this door at once!
Hello, sir. Well. Fancy you being here.
Well, Chief, now that you've had sufficient time to conceal whatever it was that you were up to and that I'd rather not know about, could we have a word?
Certainly, sir. A pleasure, sir. Please come in, sir. Delighted to see you, sir. Charmed I am.
Yes, well, that settles it.
Settled what, sir?
He has concealed whatever it was. Actually, we're not here to discuss any of your pretty little ways with Admiralty property, Chief. We want to borrow a bath.
A bath? What for, sir? You're going to start making your own gin? Well, sir, it just so happens that I have a recipe which has been in my family since time immemorial.
No, thank you, Chief. We do not require the bath to make giggle gravy. We just want to have a bath.
But you officers have got your own baths, sir. What do you want to slosh about in the CPO's ablutions for?
Because we no longer have any baths, Chief.
We don't quite know what's going on, Chief, but every time Lieutenant Bates goes in to have a bath,
There's a big bang.
and when he comes out,
The bath's in bits.
all over the floor.
Just tell me, what's he doing with them? You've got me worried now, sir.
That is for the first time ever. Why?
Well, sir, about 10 minutes ago, Mr. Bates was here asking if he could pop into our bathroom for a minute.
You sure? Yes, well, don't bother to answer that. Quick, let's see what he's up to. This has got to stop.
Righto, this way, sir.
Perhaps he's making gin and using the wrong recipe.
By the sound of it, that lot was 300% proof at least. Oh, here we are.
Mr. Bates, what's going on?
Oh, hello, chaps. I'm afraid I've had rather a nasty accident with the bath.
Blimey, look at it. Leastways, look what it was.
Oh, I do apologize, chaps, but accidents will happen.
Accidents? 3 baths in 2 days?
4, actually. The one for the ratings report went this morning. It's an absolute shambles.
Mr. Bates, that means we've only got 1 bath left in the ship.
Honestly, Lieutenant Bates, 4 baths in 2 days. What makes you so dirty?
No, you don't understand. I've been using these baths to test my new invention.
Oh, what's that, sir? A TNT towel?
No, it's a Floggle Grummit.
A Floggle Grummit?
Rather. It's a combination of a Floggle toggle with compressed and solidified hum Grummit. I've discovered that by combining the two, the toggle removes the hum, and you're left with a Floggle Grummit.
Is that good?
Oh, first class. You see, it also sets up the most fabulous magnetic field, and so there you are.
Well, you may be, but I'm not.
Neither am I.
And I haven't been from the start.
But it's so obvious. All I had to do was to make a tiny miniature shell, fill it with a Floggle Grummit, load it in the tiny gun on my little tiny clockwork boat, and fire it.
Result? Another bath in tiny bits.
Precisely.
You mean a Floggle Grummit is a new explosive?
You just haven't been following, old man. It's a fabulous magnetic field. That means that the shell is drawn to the nearest metal target. In this case, the plug hole.
Lummy, Bates has discovered a guided missile.
Yes, I rather think I have.
Oh, no. Did you have to keep firing them in our baths, sir?
Oh, definitely. You see, I had to make sure that the water didn't upset the magnetic field while the shell was in the air.
You're absolutely certain it works?
Oh, absolutely positive.
Fascinating. Mr. Bates, have you got any more tiny shells filled with a Floggle Grummit?
Only one, sir.
And we've still got 1 bath left.
Sir, you're not thinking of letting him take pot shots at our last plug hole, surely?
No, of course not.
All the same, it would have been interesting to watch, wouldn't it, sir?
Very. Yeah.
Still, that bath does belong to the ratings, so we couldn't possibly...
No, of course we couldn't.
Pity.
Pity. Still, it is their bath.
Oh, yes, we couldn't possibly...
No, we couldn't possibly. Pity.
Shall I lead the way to the bathroom, sir, will you?
I think we will, Chief.
Soap. Come to Fatso. Soap, where are you? No, stop hiding in the dirty water. I know you're down there somewhere. Go on, Lufa, chase it, boy. Go on, chase it. Fetch it. Soup.
Fatso! Come out of there, you steaming great fat waterlogged out!
Go away. Tubbs having his tub.
Tubbs had it. Mr. Bates wants to come and play with his clockwork boot.
Well, he can't. You baths last, baths longest. And when Abel Seaman Johnson's in the bath, there's no room for clockwork boats.
You've never said a truer word, mate. Out you come, and we'll all come in and turn the cool tap on.
You can't. You don't know something. Fatso's locked the door.
Yes, we can. There's something you don't know. The lock doesn't work.
Well, I don't see that makes any... Hey, Fatso's coming out. All right. Ooh, I'm freezing. Oh, where's me towel? Towel? Cooey, towel. Cooey. Where...
All right, now what's the matter? Can't you find your towel?
Yeah, I found it all right. It was in the bath with me.
Well, look, wring it out, wrap it round you and scarp her. They are at last.
Shall I fill the bath, sir?
Yes, do. And try to remember that you don't have to stand in it to turn the taps on.
Oh, very funny, sir. As if I do a stupid thing like... I'm sick. Turn it off.
Brilliant, Mr. Phillips. That tap works the shower bath.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Allow me to fill the bath, Mr. Phillips, before you turn the ship into a floating reservoir.
Your Floggle Grummit shell primed, Mr. Bates?
Oh, rather. I've just got to wind up my tiny clockwork boat and we'll be all set.
Right, Chief. Turn off the tap. That's enough. Thank you, Chief. It's all yours, Mr. Bates.
Right, heads down and watch out for bits of flying bath.
Off we go then. Last bath coming up.
And then there were none.
Cool. I think I got hit by Fatso's piece of soap.
It's incredible. Just think if a tiny Floggle Grummit shell can work like this in a bath, what would be the effect of a full-scale shell fired from a frigate?
Oh, absolutely useless, sir. Well, you never get a bath big enough to float a frigate in.
Mr. Phillips, I feel we should all get on a lot faster if you dropped out of the conversation for a bit.
Oh, flighty
Mr. Bates, we must inform Admiralty of this at once.
With all due respect, sir, I wouldn't advise that at all, sir. No.
Why not?
Oh, well, because that's the last we'll ever hear of it, sir. I mean, someone else will claim the credit for Mr. Bates's invention. And what's more, he won't cop. And what's even more important than that, neither will I.
Yeah, I don't quite see what you're getting at, Chief.
Look, why don't we form a private company, sir, and market the Floggle Grummit shell ourselves?
Good gracious, he's gone potty. Admiralty will never allow that.
Well, who's going to tell him, sir? What we want is a civilian as head of the board of directors. Or he could chat Admiralty about.
You mean a sort of figurehead?
Figurehead? Well, Admiralty would never chat to one of those great big wooden ladies with large...
Mr. Phillips! I did suggest you dropped out of this for a bit. Have you got a book you can read?
Only one, sir. Funnily enough, that's about a great big lady with large...
Well, read it!
You know, sir, I think the Chief's right. We ought to form a private company. But who can we ask to be chairman of the board?
I know, sir. I know. I've got it. How about Sir Willoughby Todhunter-Brown, sir? I mean, he's chairman of about 60 companies already. I mean, one more wouldn't do any harm.
Well, I'm not happy about this, but at the same time, I don't want to see Mr. Bates denied his perks.
That's settled then, sir. We form the Floggle Grummit Company straight away. Now, first directors' meeting, as soon as we can get hold of Sir Tiddly Wallaby. No, Sir Swaddly Tiddly Toddly.
The chairman?
Yeah, that's right, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir, yeah. All right, then. Right, quiet, please, gents. Right, gents, please quiet, thank you very much. Pray silence for the toodly bantley. No, brownie biddly toodly, pray, your chairman, whilst he reads the minutes. Now, quiet, please.
All right for the off now, then?
Now, couldn't we skip the minutes? They take hours.
It's a good idea, and then we can go straight to our 11s. I have my corkscrews ready.
Let's skip a chap reading the minutes. Chairman votes in favour of reading them. Here we go. Ladies of the Traction Engine Boiler Makers Guild. On this auspicious... That can't be right. Amelia, where are the minutes for this lot?
Well, I took the wise precaution of leaving the little tinkers at home. I've just brought the balance sheet, and I think it's a bit shaky. One of us is, anyway.
Oh, no. Well, I'd better read that instead. Now then, according to this certified balance sheet, as supplied by the company's accountant, the balance is as follows. Credit, 1 tiny Floggle Grummit shell and 1 clockwork toy boat. On the debit side, 257 shattered stove enamel bars.
Mr. Bates, you've been doing some more private experiments again.
I'm afraid so, sir, but I rather think they've come to an end now. For some reason, people have stopped inviting me to their homes anymore.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, neither am I. As soon as he arrives, the host asks him if he'd like to pop upstairs and wash his hands, and that's it. Bang.
Well, gentlemen, I can only suggest that the time has come for a full-scale experiment.
Not in one of our bars, it hasn't.
No, I mean it's time that's a that's a toddly, tiddly, bubbly, bobbly...
Sir,
Thank you. I was going to say it's time that's,
Me.
Sir, you, sir, should approach the right department at Admiralty to get financial backing for a full-scale Floggle Grummit.
Yeah, smashing. Pertwee's all for a bit of financial backing.
Ah, well, certainly, only too pleased. What's the estimated cost likely to be, Bates?
Well, it's rather difficult to tell within a bob or two, but I'd say about, £3 million.
Then there's our royalties on top of that.
Yeah, that'll be another 3 million at least.
Yeah, director's fees?
3 more.
Entertainment?
3 million at least. I should think.
Oh, splendid. At a rough estimate, then, we'll need about 12 million quid.
Give or take $1 million, yes.
Right, leave it to me. I'll chat him about it. In the meantime, can somebody lend me the bus fare round to Admiralty? I'm skint.
What was the name again, sir?
Povey. Captain Povey. This is my secretary.
Chasen. Wren Chasen.
That'll be quite enough of that. And now then, my man, we have an appointment to see Mr. Merivale, the Director of Naval Expenditure.
Very good, sir. I'll just see if Mr. Merivale is available, sir.
Thank you. You know, Wren Chasen, I do wish I knew why we've been sent for it. It's very worrying.
Well, perhaps the Director of Naval Expenditure has spotted someone fiddling our stamp book, sir.
Good heavens, it's Povey, isn't it?
What? Oh, it's you, Sir Willoughby Todd Hunter Brown. What a delightful surprise to see you, sir.
Yes, isn't it? And what are you doing here?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to see the Director of Naval Expenditure.
Ah, they've dragged you in now, have they? I'm just going to see him myself. It's about this new invention of my company, you know. The Floggle Grummit Missile Project.
The Floggle Grummit Missile Project? What on earth?
I expect they want your lot to test it or something. Come on, let's go and bash old Merivale's ear hole for a bit. In here. Good morning, Merivale. You got the lolly for me project yet?
The First Lord is studying all the relevant documents at this very moment, Sir Willoughby. We should have a decision by the end of the year.
Good morning, sir. My name is Povey.
Captain Povey.
Good man. Park yourself somewhere. Now, about the manufacture of these Floggle Grummit missiles. Naturally, this is all under control, and we're just waiting for the First Lord to give us the word.
Excuse me, sir, but I haven't the faintest idea what a Floggle Grummit missile is. So perhaps...
sorry, Povey, old man. You know better than that. No questions at this stage, old man. Just carry on. It may not come to it, but we wanted you to be in on the ground floor. Only right, what?
Oh, yes. Well, no, I don't know.
That's the spirit, Povey. I like a man who can grasp the essentials quickly. That's why my company suggested you for the job.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Most kind of you, Chief.
What job?
That's the ticket, Povey, old man. Play it dumb. Play it dumb. It's the only way to work when security's involved. No doubt about it. No doubt about it at all. So Wallaby, Wibbly, Tobbly, Fiddly, well, there's no doubt about it anyway. Povey is the right man. I like him. I like him.
If only someone would
Now,
tell...
we've got the factory, all right. One of my mates at the Board of Trade got in on the thing there. He had a factory left over, you know.
Left over?
Yes, often happens. Often happens with these takeover bids, you know. Half a dozen companies kept taking over dozens of other companies, then they all went bust, so 2 big boys bought them out and did a merger with a trust company, and that sold out to an American holding company, and that was it, you see.
What was?
Well, somewhere along the line, they ended up with the factory over, and no one can remember who it belonged to. Even the chaps working there have forgotten what they were making when they first started. It'd be a relief to them to start production of Floggle grounded missiles. At least the whole factory will be making the same thing. At one point, when the 2 toy companies took them over, they were turning out teddy bears with gollywog heads.
And did they sell?
Well, only as a capital loss to the Inland Revenue. Now, the Ministry of Ag and Fish are sorting out a farm to grow these humgrummets at home. Treasury wouldn't grant an import license outside the Sterling area. Of course, homegrown humgrummets can be solidified more cheaply anyway.
Oh, it's like a nightmare. I can't understand a word.
Well, up to now, sir, I think our stamp book is still in the clear.
Well, that's about it for the present. See you all on Salisbury Plain.
Salisbury Plain?
Wake up, Povey, old man. The test shots of the Floggle Grummit missile tomorrow.
Nobody told me a word about it.
I should hope not, I should hope not. We can't afford any leaks in the security at this stage, can we? You'd better arrange for a gun crew to be supplied from your flotilla, Povey.
A gun crew?
Yes.
But Troutbridge is the only ship in the dockyard at present. Well, you surely don't want
I'll
them.
leave all the incidentals to you, Povey. We're relying on you to supply the gun crew and get them to Salisbury Plain tomorrow.
But I can't possibly...
Good man. Shan't forget your name.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's spelled P-O-V.
Yes, I think we can safely say that if all goes well with this project, there might well be a knighthood or 2 flying about.
A knight? Sir Povey. Sir Henry Povey. Sir Henry Povey.
Bath.
Granted, but don't do it again. Off you go.
I just don't understand it, number one.
What's that, sir?
This test and the Floggle Grummit missile project are all supposed to be top secret, but you all seem to know more about it than I do.
Oh, well, we do. You see, we started the whole...
Mr. Phillips!
Oh, whoops, Leslie. Sorry, pardon.
Excuse me.
Yeah, with pleasure, Chief. What is it?
The jeep's just arrived with the Floggle Grummit shell, sir. Is it all right to take it off and load the gun?
Yeah, I imagine so. Perhaps you'd better ask Mr. Merivale first.
Oh, he's far too busy filling in the necessary forms, directorates, authorities, orders, statutes, registrations, licenses, requisitions, and claims.
Lummy, where does he have to send all those to?
As far as I can gather, to the Director of Naval Expenditure.
But he is the Director of Naval Expenditure.
Precisely. Small world, isn't it?
Yeah, well, carry on then, Chief. And try not to drop the shell. It's the only one we've got.
I wouldn't touch it with a complete stranger's barge pole, sir. I've just volunteered able Seaman Johnson for the job, sir.
Yeah, of course. I should have known that.
Righto, Fatso. All right, then. Come over to the finish up and get it off the jeep.
No thanks, I don't want to go anywhere near it. I'm not happy.
No one's asking you to laugh. Just get the flaming thing over to the gun, that's all. Right, 1, 2, and up.
Oh, it weighs a ton.
You got it?
Yeah.
Right, that's a good lad. Right, driver, take the jeep away.
Here, what's happening? He's pulling me. Help, stop, slow down, he's pulling me along. Whoa, back, can't you?
Johnson, come back here. What do you think you're doing? The 4-minute mile?
Oh, crikey, I'm rather afraid I should have thought of that.
Thought of what, Mr. Bates?
Well, it's the magnetic field in the Jeep's electrical system. It rather looks as if it's working. On the magnetic field in the Floggle Grummit shell, and they're attracting each other.
Then I hope they'll be jolly happy together.
Well, they won't be, sir, if Johnson and the shell catch up with the jeep, sir. That shell is primed.
Good heavens.
No, you brute. Stop following that jeep. You don't know where it's been. Help.
Keep going, Fatso. Try and turn off the next corner. This is no time to play ring-a-ring-a-roses.
Why don't we try telling the Jeep driver to speed up?
Good idea, Phillips, old man. It might break the field.
Right, oi, driver, put your foot down.
Elbow, break a leg. Keep going, feet.
I don't think that's helping, Mr. Bates.
My word, that sailor can certainly move, can't he?
Well, not really. It's a fiddle. I don't think his feet are really touching the ground.
Oh, don't blame them, sir. They're probably red hot by now.
Let's try telling the driver to switch off.
Right, sir. Oi, that's so! Swing out a bit! Right, switch off, driver. That's so's going to overtake.
Out the road, beep, beep, I'm coming past. Oh, me legs, oh, me legs.
Oh, bully! That's broken the magnetic field, all right.
Yes, but why doesn't Fatso stop? He's still tearing round and round.
Well, he's bound to, sir. Once he gets all that weight going, there's no holding him. He's been carried forward by his own momentum minimum, sir.
Number one, what on earth is that fat idiot playing at? That's the only shell we've got, and the First Lord is waiting to see it fire.
Oh, any minute now, Captain Povey. The shell's been loaded into the gun. What's the target?
That old tank out there.
Oh, jolly good. I'll go and take aim.
You'll do nothing of the sort. The idea is to aim somewhere else and let the Floggle Grummit direct the shell onto the target, idiot.
Oh, silly Leslie. In that case, I'll aim at Stonehenge.
Yeah, good idea. No. It might not work. I don't want to be responsible for destroying a national monument and having a lot of angry druids ringing up Admiralty.
Perhaps you're right, sir. I won't be long now, sir.
Is Mr. Phillips going to fire it then, sir?
Yes, Chief. Why?
Passionate leave, sir?
No, Chief.
Permission to dig a big hole and hop in it, sir?
There isn't time, I'm afraid. They're ready.
Oh, they can't be ready, sir. The gun's pointing this way. And even Mr. Phillips... Oh, missed!
It hasn't, you know. It must have turned right round. It's blown the tank to bits.
Hey, you chaps, it didn't half go, didn't it? I thought he was going to hit you two for a minute.
Yes, sir. So did...
Amelia? Oh, Amelia, my love, you got any smelling salts?
No, Willie, I don't believe in them. However, I do have some rather delicious brandy. Sure, in my emergency pot.
Oh, well, that brandy'll do. This chap's just passed out.
Well, in that case, I shall have some at once. Cheers.
Well, congratulations all round, chaps. Crack of the show, crack of the show.
Oh, it was nothing, Mr. Merivale. Povey's the name, you remember. P-O-V-E.
Good man, good man. The First Lord is most impressed. You ought to organise a full-scale sea trial at once. Get half a dozen frigates armed with Floggle Grummit shells and fire them out to sea. You know the form.
Oh, certainly, sir. Yes, I'll organise it as soon as possible, Mr. Merivale. Just leave everything to me. Povey's the name. P-O-V-E.
Easy. Stop engines.
Stop engines it is, sir.
We're on station for test, sir.
This is a big day for us, sir. If the Floggle Grummit shells work, we'll all be millionaires.
Not so loud, Chief. Don't forget Captain Povey's aboard.
Yes, gentlemen, I am.
I do wish you'd put steel tips on your shoes.
I'm sure you do.
Yes.
Mr. Director?
Yes, well, when... Who's...
Since we last spoke, I have received a letter confirming the shells had been delivered to you from the Floggle Grummit Missile Project Company Limited. The note paper not only showed the company, it also showed the list of directors.
Oh, really? Well, all company note paper. Perhaps we shouldn't have done that.
No, perhaps not. However, as I have reason to believe that if all goes well with this test, I may, well, not that this influences my decision, of course, but, as I may be elevated to possibly even a peerage, I don't propose to discuss this strange coincidence of names now. Well, carry on, gentlemen, and make sure the shells hit the target, won't you? For all our sakes.
Aye, sir.
Lummy, that was a near shave, eh?
Yeah, about as near as that one you gave Mr. Murray and I on Salisbury Plain, sir. Whew, a right short back and sides that nearly was.
Don't remind me, Chief. In any case, there isn't time. There's only 30 seconds left to 0 hour before we all have to fire the beastly things again. Stand by to fire, Mr. Phillips.
Aye, sir. Guns ready, Chief?
All guns ready, sir.
Yeah, one will do, actually. We're only firing one shell at the target ship, aren't we, sir? Those chaps out there pooping off all the others.
Stop chuntering, Mr. Phillips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire!
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 go?
Yeah, and here they come. Stone me, they're lost. Here, look, they're going round and round. Mind your heads.
Hold on, Mr. Bates! Mr. Bates, to the bridge!
They're not supposed to do that. Are they?
I say, you chaps, I'm most awfully sorry about this. Just never thought of it.
Then I wish you had, so heads down.
Mr. Bates, what's going on?
Well, we've only fired one shell before, and I'm rather afraid that the magnetic field of each one is attracting the others, and they're playing follow my leader up there. In short, all the Floggle Grummits are hopelessly baffled.
Lummy, you mean you don't know where they're going to go?
Haven't the foggiest.
Aye, watch it. I think one of them has made up its mind. Abandon ship. Director Pertwee first, shareholders second. Right, the company's in liquidation. Over here with your take-over bids, lads. No reasonable offer refused. Who wants a going concern before it's gone?
And that was Leslie Phillips, Stephen Murray, and John Pertwee working their passage in the Navy Lark, written by Laurie Wyman. Leslie Phillips was the sub-lieutenant, Stephen Murray was the number one, John Pertwee was the Chief Petty Officer, Able Seaman Johnson was played by Ronnie Barker, Captain Povey was Richard Caldecott, Sir Willoughby Todhunter-Brown was Tenniel Evans, Lady Todhunter-Brown was Heather Chasen, and Lieutenant Bates was played by Michael Bates. The recorded production was by Alistair Scott Johnston.